and welcome to the impromptu episode of Lost Lieutenant, Ed 5 Mega episode, Yeehaw Gamers. I am joined by my fellow hosts, Josh, Nick, and Jacob, and our lovely fifth host, Jordan, will be joining us in a few moments. Now we're going to Rochambeau to see what fucking army we look at first, eh? I don't know.
Prepare for chaos, people.
Yes.
Oh, yes, embrace the chaos. You have a different NA2 logo than I do on mine.
Yeah, it's like a funky like flower on mine.
Yeah, I've got the funky flower.
I've got the same as what Tristan has on mine.
Huh.
Yeah, well, the old one's cooler.
All right, guys. We're all excited.
You introduced it, Tristan. Which one do you want to go first?
Just random number generator. Between 1 and 50?
Okay, honestly, I think Josh will agree with me. I think we should go through Oban first, because fuck it's...
Yeah, I agree. Let's do it.
Let's go with Oban. Let's go.
16.
I don't know how you guys want to do it. Do you want to go left to right? Do we want to just pick shit? I don't know.
It's new, so going through more of it might not be bad, but yeah, let's just pick what we think is notable and
we don't know.
Want to talk about.
I don't know what's notable.
Well, let's just quickly flick through, and if there's nothing, we'll just move on.
All right, Karoshi. We're starting with bikes. Bikes are a bit weird in N5, so from what I understand, you can't get off the bike anymore, and majority of them have limited cover now. So you can't cancel their Impetuous and give them cover and Mim. So they're kind of halfway in between, but kind of nerfed, I would say.
Yeah, big old nerf to the Aragoto killer hacker, unfortunately. Can no longer impersonate, which means that JSC lost one of their best specialists. Or like as an effective one of their best, as the most effective one of their best specialists. Karoshi gets 1 point cheaper. That's it.
Yep.
Should point out to anyone listening who hasn't gone through the rules, limited cover just means that you get the armor, you do not get the -3 mods.
Yeah,
that's correct. So like getting shot by a ballistic skill weapon.
Correct. CB decided to keep the flavor of dodge +3, so that's cool.
Oh, Karoshi also counts as an Aragoto in fire teams now, if that makes a difference to anybody who plays JSA. She didn't before.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, which is good because what you'll see, I'll throw out a lot of this is like duos are way more powerful now because you get the special dice. So there's a lot of things that you might have done in N4, like fire teams that you needed a harass that you now just need a duos for.
Yeah.
So duo Spitfire, Aragoto, and Karoshi. Looks pretty good.
Well,
potentially.
Yeah, hitting that pure duo is going to be more important now.
Yeah.
Yuriko Oda looks very unchanged to me.
Aside
from some points adjustments.
The emitter profile got 1 point more expensive, and that's it.
Yep, cool. Kaisotsu up to BS11, but they gain a point.
So there's a couple of 9-point profiles which have AP rifles.
Yes. There's a fucking mentally crazy profile that gets crazy koalas and ECM hacker -6.
Yep, that's the hacker. So that's 2 points more expensive.
16 points. Holy crap.
The missile launcher is 1 point more expensive. The
BS attack -3 Thunderbolt.
Yeah, everything's like 1 point more expensive apart from and the 9-point ones that we all know and love are all have the AP rifle now, but they do have a BS11. So nice little upgrade there, but also a big old nerf because they're never getting +3 from their fire team. So who cares?
Yeah, they kind of needed it, eh?
Yeah, these guys are shit.
Kempe, 17-point chain of command.
Yeah, 3 points more expensive, cheaper on the boarding shotgun. That's the only change.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's the only change. Fucking hell.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aragoto, big old sad.
Big old sad.
No more impersonation bikes.
No more impersonation bikes.
Explain to me why they can't impersonate anymore.
Because they can't choose to be impetuous or not, and impetuous can't have a marker state.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
So in N4 after the season 13 bike changes, when everyone gained the tactical bike skill, you could choose as you deployed a bike to be impetuous or not impetuous. So what you could do with Aragoto is choose to be not impetuous, and use their killer hacking device to cybermask, which means you had a 14-inch moving impersonation marker, which was amazing. Aragoto get a little bit cheaper across the board, 1 or 2 points. They removed one of the profiles, which was the vanilla combi rifle light shotgun, but you can just spend 2 extra points and grab the killer hacker instead. Otherwise, they are the same.
Yep. Doctors and engineers.
It's the same apart from the 2 extra engineer profiles done.
Yep.
Yeah,
Deployable cover and combi rifle arm turret.
Yeah.
Warcore. Exactly the same. Hopefully journalist does something. I don't think it does.
No.
+2 damage total control on a regular hacker or a killer hacker with a multi-rifle.
Has this one changed much from when it was introduced?
No, it's the same.
Exactly the same.
The really disappointing part is these are the reinforcements profiles. They cannot be linked in.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why.
Severely disappointing. They are not good.
I don't know why. Like, there's an entire box that they brought out for JSA. JSA is like the poster boy or whatever, this current new edition, and these guys can't link. I don't get it. I want to run my fucking warrior monks.
These look great.
Yeah, these are the ones that. No, this is the dude with the ponytail.
These I don't know about like their models, but these look cool. I mean, they are cool. There was another one in the pack, but it looks like it's been taken out of Oban, not reinforcement profile. So I will withhold judgment.
Quick thing on Cybermines, they now stun things that aren't hackable instead of just doing nothing.
Yes.
So that's the same as Flash Pulse, yeah.
Yes, and the stun ammo is now only 1 save. It's not 2. So Flash Pulses have been nerfed.
The So High to Getsy, which were actually quite cool and fun. They don't exist in Oban currently without being a reinforcement profile. So
those are the warrior monk dudes.
No, they're the Genbutai, the warrior.
Genbutai in here, but yeah. Tag pilot, same as how we talked before. 11-point specialist, effectively. It's all right.
It's the same as the Oyuroi pilot from last edition. They give the Oyuroi dodge 19s and Gizmo kit on 12s.
So we should point out whenever we go to, as far as any of them I've seen, all the tag pilots give the exact same tag com, which is dodge +3, Gizmo kit +1 fizz.
There is one exception I found.
Ariadne gives
that's
dodge
the
+1.
Ariadne one. The Ariadne one only gives dodge +1 and Gizmo +1.
Yeah.
Which means the Chernobog is up to dodging on 10.
Fair enough.
All right, Spice. Here we go. Ryukin 9.
Cheaper. Lots cheaper, actually.
Big cheap. Yep.
Big cheaper.
2 or 3 points across the board.
Decoy is insane on these guys.
Super good. Maybe you consider the killer hacker for deploy now.
Oh, I actually I ran 2 of them in the custom mission tournament, and they were good as they were, and now they're 4 points cheaper with decoys. So
even that heavy rocket launcher just did added confusion.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Decoy. Yeah, great. Yep. Unfortunately, the decoy doesn't place another shock mine, so you have to take into account the mine layer from that. Yeah,
I could definitely see myself running a couple of these.
Yeah,
make a triangle. We may as well cover Samso just to get her out of the way.
Just decoy. That's and cheaper. That's it. It's gonna change.
Gain decoy, so has a slight better survival chance if you don't go first.
Yep, and super jump. If you decide to do it twice, Sam's is actually 6-6 instead of 6-2.
Also gains surprise attack -3 from the decoy. So there you go.
Ooh, spicy.
I didn't notice that.
Spicy.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Genbutai.
I don't think they changed.
Fucking useless.
I think they got cheaper. I don't think they changed otherwise. They're the JSA's only access to Warhorse. They have immunity AP, which doesn't really matter. They have 1 Vita. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, they're kind of shit.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, you can't link them, so meh. But then again, linking isn't that important anymore. So
no,
they
look great, but then they're not good enough to.
They're cool models, really cool models.
They're cool models.
Yeah, they are.
Panko got
shafted.
Well, the Flaming Spear Contender one got more expensive for some reason.
Yes.
Blitz and submachine gun stayed the same price. Blitz and light shotgun stayed the same price. Missile launcher got 1 point cheaper. They gained a cheeky deactivated disco baller blitz and light shotgun profile, which is probably the best profile.
I was about to say that's not a
there
bad
is.
one.
That's great. It's really good.
It's a good profile, but they're not really linkable ARO pieces anymore.
No, the limited cover.
Mainly because of the limited cover. They are pure, which they weren't before.
Pure
so
with Tomorrow.
Pure with tomorrow. So we were discussing before is you could use deployable cover to make them armor 9, and they might be, but you have to go first and spend.
That's an interesting thing. Yada. Does both cover and deployable cover ignore AP?
No,
because AP only goes after your armor stat.
Yes, so you still get plus 6 that ignores AP. Yes.
Yeah.
If that's what you agree.
If someone really wants to do that, they could do that, and it's always going to be armor 8.
Yeah.
Which is all right, but
unless they get hit by a template.
Yeah, and then you're really fucked if that happens.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see that some disco ballers bring their own deactivator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, something that probably like pushed Tankos down a little bit is that all shotguns lost their template mode.
Yep.
Which means that these guys are no longer have the same forking potential that they used to have. So I don't know, rip, I guess.
Yeah.
Rip Tankos.
They're
fine. They're good, but Daiokai got cheaper.
Yeah, pretty much the same otherwise.
2 points cheaper, that's it.
Yep, that's literally it. Domaru.
Domaru
gain contenders.
Gain contenders.
And
across the board.
Contenders are now +3 from 8 to 24.
Cheaper across the board. Boarding shotgun, what profile? Because the nurse shotguns we got a 5-point drop.
Yes.
Everything else got a 1 or 2 point drop. Otherwise, they're the same.
There is a new Lieutenant +1 order profile that has chain rifle contender EM grenades for 23 points. So you don't have to take that Spitfire to get that +1 LT order.
It replaces their Lieutenant profile,
okay,
which was a 21 point chain rifle EM grenades.
Yeah, quickly point out, because it's the first time we've seen it, that part of the points drop might be because Berserk has changed dramatically. Anyone who's played N3 might remember Assault. Berserk has pretty much just become Assault, where you get to move and CC attack and move your entire 2 distances.
Demaru lost +3 Berserk, but because of the martial arts changes, they gained a special dice on their martial arts. So.
Yeah. But now it means Demaru aren't berserking Achilles and getting away with it for free.
Yes.
Well, they should be. So because they're good.
Yeah. Another thing that I did in my last tournament and will not be able to do again, and that was double berserking Ajax.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad Berserk got a little toned down.
Yeah. Karakuri are about
a shitload cheaper.
Fucking
lot cheaper.
But they did get a big nerf. Immunity hands is not total immunity.
Yeah.
So you don't get you are now you can't just walk Karakuri through EM stuff anymore. Which you could do before. They're still going to be great. They're still 3 structure with remote presence, and basically total immune. They're just affected by flash pulses and EM.
And
stuff now.
I don't know. For me, I've always gone to Karakuri and Oda.
Oh yeah.
Karakuri. They've got the engineer to fix them.
Yeah, Karakuri, Demaru, Oda was my general one.
They are disgustingly cheap. They're like 3 wound ARO pieces with Panzerfaust.
Yeah.
So cheap, so cheap. They don't pure link with anything.
No, so you would need to put 2 Karakuri.
Yeah, that's why I say I take 2
Ghost
Karakuri.
Yeah.
Neko gains a contender.
Gains a contender.
That's it. Same points, I think.
Got 1 point cheaper.
1 point cheaper.
Yeah.
That's
the only.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
Shikami. Oh my god.
Shikami.
So I would say one of the biggest things that they get is the fact that they have now got Eclipse grenades, which is nuts.
They have. Points are fairly similar.
Fairly similar, yeah.
Contender Flash Pulse +1 burst in that one now with an assault pistol and 42 points. Super Jump 8 inches is massive.
Yes.
Yeah.
The profile that I'm probably going to be running myself is going to be this a multi-rifle decharges Eclipse Grenades profile, 47 points. Actually, I used to run one of each, and I probably will again. Probably still will.
Does that mean they can now jump 8 and then jump 6?
They can jump 8, jump 8.
They can jump 8.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Jacob the Seraph can jump 8, jump 8. Think about that.
Yeah, I think. Let's have a quick look at Super Jump.
I'm fairly certain that's how that works.
And I think didn't Eclipse Grenades get slightly nerfed? They only
all smoke type grenades have lost the positive range band.
Yeah.
So smoke dodge is now flats, not +3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now really,
it is
you want
a
to dodge or whether you want to throw smoke is really just about whether your model is surrounded.
Whether you want to get into cover or whether you want to put down whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's now a choice.
Yeah. So
Which
they jump. They turn the jump long skill into a basic short skill. If they declare jump as a long skill, they get 4 inches to jumping distance. And they jump their second. They jump the normal 6 inches for the jump skill as their second jump skill. So,
which is replaced by
it is the distance the trooper can jump instead of the usual 6 inches of the jump skill. So you'll have 16-inch jumping Shikamis.
Yep.
And unfortunately, they will not be jumping. Well, they can jump straight onto walls. That is okay, because you could always do that. However, climbing plus doesn't work the same. So
no, climbing plus makes climb a short skill, and you have to be touching the thing you are climbing to declare climb.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't go 4 inches across and 4 inches up or whatever in one short skill. So
you
also mean that you can't super jump onto the wall because you
can super jump onto the wall. You can super jump onto a wall.
You just can't super jump off it.
You could always super jump onto a wall.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
From how I read it, it means that you can no longer dodge onto a wall, but you can dodge off of a wall.
Yes. You can declare any short skill or ARO while you're on a wall if you have climbing plus.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's true, actually. I think you can only do basic short skills.
If you have climbing plus, I think you're basically unrestricted.
Yeah. Any short skills.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
You can't declare move on a.
Well,
yes, you can't declare basic walk.
That would definitely make sense.
Here's your glow up.
Yeah, dodging on 16's flat.
How about multi-heavy machine gun?
Yeah, I mean, sure. He was already AP.
Got multi now.
Yeah.
Dodging on 16s. Still your big old Oyuroi. Still great.
What was the old points cost?
75.
Okay, so he's gone up 3 points.
Yeah, but he gained a multi-heavy machine gun, and he dodges on on 16s. So,
and he keeps his tack awareness, unlike some other tags.
Yes.
All right. Rushi, the MSV1 profile, gains a mine shock dispenser.
That's it.
Yep.
I think that's the only change.
Yep, and it's literally free. Lude1 has a Thunderbolt and EM Carbine profile.
They also got EM mines, but they lost their mine layer. So no deployable repeaters anymore, but they do have EM mines, and they don't have
beast attack
layer.
+1 burst. They didn't have that before.
They did not. So
it's a burst for Mark 12.
Yeah, but they did have burst 2 heavy flamethrowers before.
Which is pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's all right. Super nasty.
That actually makes it a legit decision between a Rushi and a Lude1.
I think a Lude1's better.
Yeah.
Rushi are linkable now because they can go into the JSA. Oh no. They are.
In Shinden Butai, they're linkable.
No, they can go into the Aragoto fire teams in this,
okay.
so you can link them with Aragoto.
Yeah.
So but they can't. They Rushi, but they don't get any plus to bonus burst and everything because they're not pure. So it's just activating the Rushi at the same time as the Aragoto, which might be okay if you want to have a hacker, I guess. Hacker and a flight team.
I kind of like the idea of this thing tagging along with a bike. That's funny.
Not this one, the Rishi.
The Rishi, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Rishi.
Ludwan has holo projector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
Does it no longer have holo mask?
It has holo projector, that's it, but I even...
no holo mask.
Oh, so you can't disguise it.
You know,
you can't disguise it as 3 bikes anymore.
It's not three baggage bots, guys.
Could never be 3 baggage bots.
What are you talking about? I played the chat. I put as many baggage bots as I needed on that table.
Yeah, fair enough. There's holo mask, lost holo mask, which is sad. But stay the same price.
Yeah, for Beast Attack plus 1 burst, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Okay. Panglings.
Evo Hack is a bit cheaper, that's it. Oh, the total reaction combi rifles are cheaper as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Evo Hacker being cheaper, I think, is probably across the board.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, sensor bots. Some of them get a bit weird. So
JSA gets a +1 damage combi rifle, +1 burst flash pulse as their special bot, but they lose sensor.
Yep. And triangulated fire now is flats. There is no -3. You ignore all mods. You're just flats. Which is pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, the fact that if you could manage to set this up, you're just like 3 dice on 11s across the entire board.
Yep.
So long as you're in
hang on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as you're in 48.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The length of the table.
Yep. TR bot.
TR bot's got to change. Added a Thunderbolt smoke grenade launch profile. I haven't seen any other. I haven't looked at any other factions TR bots.
A lot of factions picked up the Thunderbolt. Some variant of a Thunderbolt for many factions.
Yeah.
And they've got a Mark 12 on as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got a smoke grenade launcher?
Yeah, on TR bot. JSA got access to a lot of smoke, but no, like the only MSV2 in the faction is the Kempe shock marks.
Who's kind of shit.
So, and the Rushi.
And the yeah, sure. The guided bot's the same in JSA.
Yeah. No change.
Flash pulse is exactly the same.
No change.
Yep. Saito Togun.
Oh my god, what a glow up.
T2 boarding shotgun.
T2 boarding shotguns, smoke grenades, bang bomb +4. He also gained. That's it, I think.
Yeah, martial arts level 4 gives you 2 natural burst as well, so he'll be slapping shit real hard.
Yeah.
And yet they still couldn't stand to give Saito back his specialist operative in JSA.
Yeah, it's because Saito doesn't pay him. I mean, JSA doesn't pay Saito. That's why he's fluff reason why he's not a specialist. Yeah, he's good.
Ninjas. I don't think I've looked at these guys.
Cheaper.
Quite a bit cheaper. Killer Hack is only 25 points.
Yeah, so that's 4 points cheaper. The Hacker profile's 2 points cheaper. The Forward Observer profile lost its combi rifle but became 5 points cheaper. They gained Climbing Plus.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. I mean, like Martial Arts 3, I think we'll say it a lot for JSA, but anything that's Martial Arts 3 and up got quite a big buff in terms of CC.
Yeah. Yeah. Martial Arts 3 is the break point now.
Yeah, Martial Arts 3 is very good. Only Waban. I can't wait to run these guys.
Like 8 points cheaper.
Massive.
Submachine guns 5 points cheaper. They didn't gain anything apart from Martial Arts level 4 being busted now. Well, they're going back to their roots of being a 2 burst burst 2 CC unit. But otherwise, it's just they get the boarding shotgun profiles are 8 points cheaper. Basically,
is 15 high enough to over infiltrate?
I think that's the same as it used to be.
It's
no longer have 2 edition.
Yeah, it's the same as it used to be, but no one ever took them. So I was kind of thinking,
it's too expensive? 15? They were too expensive and not as I think 15's all right. They're still expensive, but you're trading off like upward mobility, like vertical mobility with Climbing Plus on the ninjas for over infiltration. So it sort of depends on
and more lethal CC. Like it's more of a scalpel than a ninja. Ninja's kind of more toolboxy, I want to say.
Yeah.
Shinobu, exactly the same points, just crazy now.
Yeah, just I think the only change is the martial arts 5 change. That's it.
Yeah.
So 2 naturals and a special dice.
I think the BTS is a change. I think she gained 3 BTS.
Not sure.
I don't know.
I've got Human Sphere open. I'll look up because I've got the old.
I'm not 100% set on Shinobu now over Oniwaban because there's a 15-point difference, and sometimes you might want an EMC CW instead of a monofilament CCW.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Shinobu. She's like always been one of my like first models put into JSA lists. But I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
George plus 2 inches is big. George plus 2 inches.
Yep.
Oh.
She hasn't changed at all.
Oh.
She's going to say something?
Paying 50% more over an Oniwaban for Shinobu is a tough sell.
MA5 costs a fuckload now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yan-Yans, 6-point smoke.
Excellent.
Nuts.
Excellent.
Almost a double auto include, in my opinion.
Also, they're just so good. Combat jump Fizz 11 is a bit shit, but
I would almost do the Kirby, and whenever I played against Kirby in QK, he'd just deploy them. He wouldn't combat jump them. He'd just use them as smoke throwers.
Oh yeah,
you can always get some.
6-point impetuous smoke in JSA is actually insane.
Yeah, I'll point out one thing about these guys just because I bothered to take a look at the booty table. The booty table no longer has mimetism -6.
It does. It's bugged. The only thing written as the tag part, there is still Mim 6 if you go and look in other sources. So the booty table and the Metacam table are exactly the same.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I had a feeling it was like I was reading it, I was like, is this fucked? I can't tell what's what.
Yeah.
One other thing to note on the Yan-Yan, like a lot of other combat jumps, they got super jump jet propulsion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't wait till we get to O12. There's so much fucking disgusting shit. All right. Miyamoto Musashi. Some reason gains a BS9 tactical bow.
Yeah, boy. Community arm is a change here. And the tac bow. And he got 1 point more expensive.
He's not shock immune.
His immunity arm, it's the same.
Viral.
Viral.
He's never been shock immune.
He's shock immune now.
No, he's not.
Isn't he?
Oh no, sorry, he is. He is. Yojimbo isn't.
Yes, Yojimbo's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shoot him with bioweapons and he'll crumple.
Yeah,
and his CC damage has gone down by 1.
Yes.
Apart from that, he's all the goodness. He's still around the same points. I think he might be 1 or 2 points more expensive.
It's 1 point more expensive.
Yeah.
Both profiles. But he counts as tankos.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's pure with tankos.
Interesting. All right. Yojimbo.
Hasn't changed.
It has 2 profiles now.
It has 2 profiles, but hasn't changed otherwise.
Yes.
Apart from smoke getting nerfed.
And contender getting buffed, arguably. So it's T2 and longer range.
Is it T2 now? Ooh.
It's T2 instead of DA, which is strictly probably a nerf, but then the range increase is a buff.
Was it burst 2 before, or was it burst 1?
Yojimbo was burst 2. He's +1 burst.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So contender went up 1 burst, so now he's a burst 3.
Oh.
Is contender burst 2?
Oh, contender is now burst 2?
Burst 2, yeah.
Contender's okay.
Contender is actually a weapon to look at now. It's not the weird quasi-pistol.
Actually gonna use the old contender Damaris now.
Yojimbo has a burst 3 T2 weapon.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yep, that's the bike. Pretty much the same, still 8.6. The man. 6'2".
Oh shit, he's still fast as hell.
He's still fast as hell.
6'2's a change. He gains stealth, which is the same.
He gains stealth but loses mimetism.
And loses cover. He gets no cover
in
off the bike. So
he's
limited cover on the bike.
Is he immune to crits on his bike?
Yes.
He's immune to crits now.
I just didn't see it.
Cool. So that's Mr. Jimbo. Put that over there. Fire team chart.
Yes, it lost the positive range band, Kev. So smoke is strictly worse.
Yeah, smoke is strictly worse. It's a choice. I mean, smokes were really reliable in N4. Like most anything's rolling under a 15 is really, really rare. Like rolling smoke with mutts feels bad because you're only on a 15.
Well, Penny was probably the lowest on a 14.
Okay, there you go.
She's Fizz 11.
Yeah, so now smoke's a bit less of a guarantee. Maybe you have to consider, maybe I need 2 or 3 orders to actually get the smoke down, or I have to allocate that, which you don't really do now.
You don't get the burst now either, do you?
You can get 2 rolls, but you can't put down 2 smokes.
You can't put down 2 templates.
Yeah.
That's whatever. I never did that anyway.
Paisotsu links are probably shit.
Yeah.
Offensive grenades kept the +3 range band.
Yep.
Defensive grenades lost it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we looking at the fire team charts?
Just generally. Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
Maybe the duo Thunderbolts. Maybe because because 21 points and 2 bodies is the same as the bots.
Yeah.
Is it the same as the bots? What are the Garon bots again? Garon bots. Mark 12 or Thunderbolt's 16 points. So there's no point taking a Sotsu when you can take a Garon A bot for 16 points. But you get lots of them. So maybe the BS attack -3. The hacker's okay. Crazy Koala ECM hacker for -6 for 16 points is quite good, but it doesn't help you actually like in your face-to-face rolls because they're still whip 12. I don't see Kasatsu cores being taken.
No. Domaru maybe?
Domaru cores I probably would take. Contenders got to glow up. Domarus in general are cheaper. The Tankos counting them means you can get pure ones really easily, quickly. Yeah, they're still good.
Yep.
The one that you're going to see the most.
Would you still take the Tango missile launcher at all?
Probably.
Okay.
I really like your idea of just chucking it behind the
deployable cover.
The deployable cover and having it just be a castle armor 9 thing. Yeah, that's true, Kev. Sorry, Kasatsus can't form a duo, so you're not taking.
Can you form a Harris with minimum 2? Is that still
no? You must form a Harris with minimum 3.
Okay.
A Harris at formation has to be 3 members, no more, no less.
Yeah.
Well, that's shit.
So yeah, Tankos, big counting Damaru is a great change. Diokos are amazing point man. If you take a Damaru and a Tanko and a Diokai, it's still fairly cheap, and you still get a 4.5 burst HMG.
Yep.
So pretty good. Also 2 Kisatsu and a Diokai if you want to be super cheap. We'll do the same thing for you.
Yep.
So maybe they will be taken.
Just not in cores. Yeah, just not in cores.
Just not in 5-man cores.
Yeah.
What is the 4-man bonus?
+1 BS.
+1 BS.
You probably would see 4 Kisatsus and a Diokai then.
It's not the same +1 BS as it currently is. It also applies to anything that's ballistic skill attack, regardless of the stat you use.
Cool.
So ballistic skill attack Fizz or ballistic skill attack Whip uses that.
It depends on how Oban ends up spacing out, because it seems like if we're taking a couple yarns and stuff, we might have more space for more expensive things, and we don't need to have cheap Harrises and cores.
Yeah, we probably don't. The one you'll see a lot of is probably a Karakuri duo, or Shikami duos, maybe.
Even Karakuri Harris.
You could take a Karakuri
they're not
Harris.
Expensive.
Yeah, but you'd probably take a Karakuri Harris with Yuriko Oda as its 3rd member.
Also, I think from memory, Fort Observe had a change. Yes, Fort Observe is now -3 from 24 to 48.
Oh, that's rough.
So, don't spotlight stuff now. Just Fort Observe it, because there's no save for Fort Observe as well, unlike spotlight.
Shikami's changes are such a big glow up. They look really, really good.
Shikami duo. Oop, Jordan.
Yeah.
You broke everything. That's all right.
Welcome, Jordan.
I honestly think that the Shikami could be just like do everything, right model because he's still a special operative. He's decent whip, right? He's a good shot, with especially with his mimetism. Right?
He completes a lot of the classified tech.
He's just an awesome model.
Yeah.
Which is good because the Shikami have been is an awesome profile and he's been an awesome model for ages. So I'm going to be glad to actually see him.
He wasn't like an awesome profile for ages. Like the only time you saw him played in N4 was when people were like doing something funny for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, he was just usable at N3 when he had Nimbus grenades.
Yeah, but then he was not played for an entire edition, right?
Yeah. So I'm glad that they've finally been like, hey, this guy looks awesome. Let's make him awesome.
Yeah, totally.
The Banzai Fire team's probably not going to take anymore. You might duo Mishashi and a tanker if you want to get them off the board, but
I mean, you can get oh no, sorry, that's the wrong character. Don't worry.
So I don't think you take them. The Aragoto Fire teams probably will be seen maybe more now. Having them as a duo and having them as a pure duo with Kuroshi is pretty big. I would, I'd actually with cheap smoke on the Yans, I would probably like to see a maybe a couple of duos, so like a 2 Aragoto duo and an Aragoto Kuroshi duo, just rushing up the board and laying things down with a Spitfire, with mimetism Spitfires and hacking and stuff. Might be pretty fun. And who cares about reinforcements? So
I was about not even CB because I don't think they were in the initial rules document.
They are not.
There are some armies currently that don't even have comlink in them entirely.
Good. I hope they have gone entirely back to the drawing board with reinforcements and will come back later with something.
Probably will.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next?
Well, with Kev in here, do you want to bite if we do Ramah?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Sure.
Let's do it.
And that'll let Jordan get
his
feet wet, and then we can go deal with CA.
People can be so mad at how we're jumping around.
So
suck ass.
They lost their templates, and that's it. They stayed the same points. So they are categorically worse.
And
they're still great.
Can you double check? I feel like the missile launcher was a point cheaper.
Well, it kind of goes to show how good Ghulams were, just all through N4.
Yeah. You know
what?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It just shows how good they were in N4. That moving to N5, they all lost templates entirely, and it's the points. These are still appropriately costed.
The missile launcher might be different, but you never took the missile launcher because you've got Sadins.
I took it once in Assassins. Very fair. Yeah, they are virtually identical.
You've taken the missile launcher about as much as Josh has played Spiral Core.
Hey.
Yeah, actually, Kev notes something. They lost the sniper profile, and I'm guessing he is correct, and that's probably just a typo. Because that is one of the models in the special weapon box.
Yeah, and someone pointed out somewhere on Facebook that almost there's a ton of line troopers that just don't have their sniper rifles for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for coming.
Agua Seals have lost it, and
Naftan.
Sorry, Jordan. One sec. What were you gonna say?
Oh, sorry just because I've come in late. I assume we did a whole thing at the start of just so everyone knows. CB have said that everything is still very much under construction and things can still change entirely.
No, we didn't say that.
No, we skipped over that part.
Well, yeah. So just so everyone knows, stuff can still change entirely.
40 minutes into the episode, disclaimer.
Yeah, I was about to look.
Oh, it is going to hurry stuff up because the JSA took a long time.
Better late than never. Better late than never.
So Naftam are amazing.
They lost the point.
They lost 1 to 2 points depending on the profile. They are now the exact same points as a Ghulam. They did lose 1 Fizz, I believe. So they're now the same as Ghulams. Still have the 3 BTS because they're carrying around a bunch of Dayball. And their profile's changed a little. They've got a light flamethrower +1 damage. and grenades, or a heavy flamethrower, all for 11 points each.
That's pretty good.
Right.
So the light flamethrower, they've got a heavy flamethrower on both profiles. One just has a smaller template, and they get grenades to go with it.
Yeah, I'm taking the heavy flamethrower every time.
Yeah, and now they're the exact same points. So if you are taking a grunt in Gulams, you're taking a Naftum first.
Yeah.
It's just better.
All right, engineers. They gain
engineers,
cover and a turret.
Yep. Yeah, like other engineers, you got a turret profile and you got a
It's so nice.
deployable cover.
Looks
Yeah,
like
It's so nice for when you have like 1 point
Yay.
left over in a list.
deployable covers 1 point, arm turrets are 2.
Cool.
It seems to be.
Monstruckers. Still
Monstruckers. Yes, still amazing. They got one additional profile, and it modifies the best profile. The Drop Bears profile has a new one that picks up an armored turret with an AP rifle for 3 points.
Excellent.
Yeah. Perfectly viable. I don't know. It's kind of, do you have 3 points? With the reload options of someone sitting in your back line, that might end up being the better profile.
Yeah, 100%.
When we get to the Maggie, we have to talk about baggage.
I was going to say baggage now. So baggage auto refills the unloaded state at the states phase for anyone in zone of control of the baggage. Yep. So if you put down your little turret, you're near a baggage bot, you get it back for free by your next turn.
I just want to spot. Does the Maggie still have baggage?
Yes.
Because that's like a 12. That's like a 12-inch circle.
It's massive. It's fucking massive.
It's such a huge circle that it refills.
Valera, exactly the same.
Is new to Ramah.
Oh, okay, sure.
And she's a wild card. So Ramah now has access to pictures.
Cool. Linked pictures.
Yeah, this was the thing that came when they pulled apart Foco.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Wild Bill. Contender got a buff, so I guess Wild Bill got a buff.
Yep, except for he still breaks
sucks ass.
Link, and he isn't really that much better than what you would get if you put the same number of points into Janissaries or Hortlocks, and they're pure.
Yep.
Fluff-wise, he's lovely to have around. And then the rules come out.
Yep. Layla Sharif gains Carbonite Firewall -3. And Combat Instinct.
Yeah.
Which also cancels out Stealth.
Yes.
So anyone who walks through a repeater who has Stealth, no, sorry, you're getting hacked.
Mm-hmm. So really nice, because she used to be like just kind of the upgrade hacker you had, and now killer hacker, but with something to use offensively if it's not another hacker.
Yep.
And the great thing about the way they've done it now with the firewall is it's not just the -3 mods, it's also -3 to the damage of your opponent.
That's firewall's like that in
firewall's always
no, but the idea of having it attached to a program.
Yes.
Yeah, that's new.
Far more hackers now have
attached to a program
firewall. Yeah, it's attached to the
it's
profile.
Attached to Carbonite.
It's the hacking device. It's not attached to Carbonite.
Isn't
it's
it?
Separate. It's
it's
firewall.
It's
firewall.
Yeah, all right.
It's attached to the hacking device, which is weird.
Silly.
But sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's written a bit more silly.
I suppose weirdly, if isolated stays the same, if she gets isolated, she loses the firewall.
It always did. Firewall's a comms equipment.
Yeah.
Nahab, massive
yes.
revamp.
So
holy shit.
Stat line is about the same. They gain bang bombs. Yay. Because that puts them on dodging on 17s. They picked up Decoy 2.
Yep.
For reasons.
Yep.
They now have armor immunity.
Yep.
They keep their critical immunity. They're up to martial art, or they're at martial arts 3. They lost natural born warrior.
Yeah.
And then as far as their profiles go,
they gain B attack -3 as well.
I think
yes. Missed that in there.
The meme that I saw with Nahab, it was like friendship ended with fucking Mukhtar MSV2. Nahab is now my best friend.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the biggest one in there is the Decoy 2, because it makes their infiltrating profiles viable.
Yeah, Decoy 2 is very good.
It also just lets you sometimes parachute us in front of something.
Yes, actually, I'm just going to put because you could parachutist with decoys, and the decoys you could use to set off mines.
Yeah, or even just ignore, like, whatever. You have to shoot one, I guess.
Is Decoy the same in N5 as it is in?
Yeah, it's basically hollow projector one use.
Oh, right, okay.
Cool. Rouhani, exactly the same.
Yeah.
Fiddler.
Yeah, he's great.
Kevin,
Fiddler.
pour one out for Fiddler. She's shit. She's fucking garbage.
What happened to her?
She costs more. The jackbots only have Vulcan shotguns, so they don't have templates anymore.
Okay.
She does have a +1 burst contender, which has gone up by 1 burst, but Climbing Plus has been nerfed into the ground, and D-charges are a shit close combat weapon now.
I think her FTO profile is the best one now.
Potentially, yeah.
Because
I think that only went up by 1.
It's the same. It's the same points cost.
Is it?
Oh, sorry. No, it did go up by 1. I apologize.
I thought it was 28.
Yeah, no, it did go up by 1. I really like that D-charges aren't the best CC weapon in the game for 0 points.
Yep.
People martial arting each other with C4 packages was a bit stupid.
I mean, it was EM was still the best, right? Like,
I mean, points for points, like the amount of D-charges you see in the game, like D-charges, I would say, is the most common CC weapon in the game.
Sure, yeah.
And it's AP explosive, so you're like, yeah, EM's better, but D-charges was practically free on some profiles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess pulling out for Fiddles. She doesn't even get a turret.
That's so funny. She doesn't. She can't like deploy a new jackbot or something.
Yeah.
10-point paramedic in the new tag pilot. What the fuck is this?
So I'm not sure about this one yet. You're right. Like 10-point paramedic or 9-point specialist, both excellent. As far as the tag com goes, I think there are some lists that will use it
with the Shakush.
But yes, definitely with the Shakush, because I think Ramah is now the closest thing to a tag sectoral that
Hakaslam get.
Hakaslam has, yeah.
So I will say that Margarita profile that's a paramedic also gets a gizmo kit for 10 points. So it's a paramedic and a gizmo kit for 10 points. It's specialist, and it makes you Shakush dodge on 16s or whatever.
No, it's like 14s.
Something like that.
Yeah. Which is 14s is a good dodge for a tag.
For 10 points. So you can't really complain, eh? I don't know what to think about Kawaj. Some people say they're amazing. Yet. I still kind of think they're mid as fuck because they're so expensive. They get a lot of skills.
Not sure.
Were they always so good in combat?
Yes.
Yes.
They now have CC attack -6 with Natural Born Warrior.
So very Tarek-esque.
Combat instinct is nice. Yeah, they're far more Tarek-esque.
But it's almost like just take Tarek.
Well, you can take Tariq and have him in a Harris with Quarge. They've got super jump. They've got super jump 8 now, so they can move 16 inches. And some of those profiles, like their BS 13 with BS attack SR -1, and they have a NCO MSV to Mark 12.
Yeah, it's 38 points for 1 wound.
Yes.
SR -1 is +1 damage, correct? Same?
Yes, on everything.
So I think they're in a similar place they used to be, but we'll have to see if that is slightly on one side or the other of doable.
Potentially Tarek and the Disco Baller Kawaj could be a thing. It is very expensive for that amount of points, though.
If Human Sphere is right, they did get an extra point of close combat and an extra armor, as well as the CC -6.
I think they had martial arts 1 before, something like that.
They weren't amazing, though.
Yeah. Like,
Zayden.
they were.
Oop.
Yeah. Zayden. They're still good.
They get veteran unless they had it
Yeah.
before. Did they have it before?
They had veteran before.
Okay.
Yeah.
They did pick up marksmanship
and combat instinct.
and combat
yeah.
instinct.
They had
So-
marksmanship. Zayden,
Yes,
the whole point of Zayden was to have marksmanship. They're the quintessential marksmanship trooper.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
They got combat instinct.
They got
Yeah.
cheaper? I feel like the missile launcher wasn't 26 points.
I think they got
A couple
point or
points?
two
Was it
cheaper in there.
28?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Well, now they have marksmanship and they have warhorse.
Oh, sorry. They already had marksmanship.
They had marksmanship.
Okay.
Combat
Oh.
instinct ignores stealth, so you can't cautious move in front of them. Oh,
Yep.
I suppose you still can. You're just not in zone control.
Also moved BS attack shock from just the HMG profile to everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Were they
nothing
breaker
like a-
rifles or were they regular rifles?
They already had a breaker rifle
Okay.
on
Yeah.
their one profile. Yep. It's a
Are they
beautiful sculpt too.
Are they still counts as Gulam?
Yep.
So they get combat instinct and sixth sense in
Yeah.
a 5
Yes,
man.
they
Like,
do.
that's really
And
good.
they can duo.
Yeah, that's really good.
The sniper rifle, which is one that you frequently saw, gained an AP.
Yes, it
Gained
did.
AP.
Oh, yeah, because it was originally just a regular sniper rifle. You are
Yeah.
correct. And so now it's an AP shock sniper rifle.
We talked about Tarek. He's
Yeah.
fucked.
He's good.
Is awesome.
He's fucked. All right. Hakim's.
Kim's.
Sorry. Nick. AP sniper rifles aren't shock.
No.
Sniper rifles are shock. AP sniper
No,
rifles aren't
no,
shock.
but he's got
They-
BS.
Oh, they've got BS
Okay.
attack plus shock.
Oh,
They've BS attack shock,
yes.
don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Hakim's, they were good, I think, and they are still in a similar place. However, they slightly modified the profiles. So the boarding shotgun, while it lost its template, they got +1 burst on it.
Yep.
And they've
all gained boarding pistols, which are burst 1 chain colts.
Yes. So
Well, they also have a hit mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
boarding
they're more like tiny. They're more like tiny shotguns.
Tiny and
boarding
shotguns.
pistols are the new shotguns.
Tiny and 4 shotguns. Yeah.
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 But they're only burst 1 template.
The other change, the submachine gun profile that does not come with a NASMAT picked up an emitter, but it paid for it. So
Yay.
Yeah.
Mukhtar. They look pretty similar to me.
trying to remember if there's anything different on these guys.
I think they're 2
about
points
the
more
same.
expensive.
Really?
Wasn't the Red Fury 32 points?
No, I
Or
thought,
am I
I thought it
mistaken?
was 36.
Oh, maybe it was
Yeah,
36.
Okay, yeah, it
Which
went down 2
profile?
points.
Yeah, it went
Okay.
down 2 points.
Yeah, down. Yeah.
Namur. Oh, let's go.
Okay. Wow. Oh, we've forgotten one thing. So Quarij and Mukhtar's are now medium infantry,
Yes.
which helps Ramah greatly because it means they now have medium infantry. Prior, they struggled with some classifieds because all of their models that would fill that role were all light infantry super soldiers.
Yeah.
So, wow. So it's only down to 2 profiles now. You no longer have to choose tack aware or not. It's Spitfire or tack aware with breaker rifle.
Yep.
BS attack +1 burst is new. So is an
Yeah.
X visor.
Yep.
And all of the I think they already had specialist ops on all their profiles.
I think it was only on
Yeah.
the rifle one. Maybe
I
not.
don't recall.
I might have just put that in my ass. I think the Spitfire might have been a specialist as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got a bit better at shooting.
So, one
No, they
thing to
were all
note with that
specialist
BS
operatives.
attack
Yeah.
+1 burst, they all have Eberats now.
Lovely.
So that's a burst 2 climbing plus move 8 to 2 burst Eberat.
6-2.
Yeah.
6-2.
Oh, sorry, 16,
So-
yes.
So before you traded an Emirat for tack awareness, now they've just
and
folded
now-
it into the breaker rifle.
Yes.
And they have gotten a point more expensive both.
That is fine.
I mean, I feel like almost I don't really. I suppose tack aware is pretty good. Yeah.
Immunity enhanced. Obviously, we've talked about the nerf to the total immunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not
immunity
ignoring
enhanced,
flash pulses anymore.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, you've got the the burst 2 Emirats, and like I mentioned, you've got a burst 5 Spitfire that's one SWC. And
Can't wait to see Kev just annihilate me with them.
Yeah, take 2.
Like he does every time he plays them.
I will say, even though you are like vulnerable to Spitfires now, the fucking Namur isn't particularly vulnerable to a fucking flash pulse with a BTS 6.
Yes.
No, it's true.
And it's only 1 save as well. So
Yeah.
it's pretty light.
Is it really?
Yeah. Stun is 1 save now.
Yeah.
Yara Haddad.
Yara Haddad.
Trades bioimmune for immune armor and loses strategic deployment in anything that isn't Assassins.
It only had strategic deployment in Assassins.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, that would have been an amazing wildcard.
Otherwise identical, I believe.
I believe so.
Yep.
Points
dropped a couple points or whatever.
Yeah.
Janissaries, we've seen and talked about Janissaries.
Yep. They're cheaper and better.
And Josh wasn't here. They're better at shooting it than Orcs now. Orcs don't get base attack -3.
That's so
And
funny.
they still kept their light shotguns, and everyone picked up a pulsar, including the SWC weapons. So they are like the Janissaries used to be. They still do not have cubes.
Fair enough.
But, you got to cut a corner somewhere.
Alpha Sid.
So, HRL +1 burst, still great. They
picked up combat instinct.
The old Sixth Sense, so they have Combat Instinct and Sixth Sense and Warhorse. So they're just as good as used to be. The heavy machine gun, grenade launcher, smoke grenade launcher, it needs to be reevaluated. It needs to be looked at in the same light that Maggie was looked at, and it wasn't. It's paying for all those weapons, and it can only use one at a time.
Can they form a pure duo?
They might be able to form pure Harris.
There you go.
They can form duos on their own that are pure.
Yep.
They can also go into Janissary, Harris, and Core. So you could have 2 Janissaries or Janissary and Hortlock and an Alpha Sid, and it would still get the burst bonus.
I would be I'd be into that.
It'd be very similar to what I used to do with Yara, but Janissaries are cheap enough now that you can probably do it just as well.
Yeah, I think I'm into that.
Yeah. Potentially. I feel like I'd almost just rather have a Janissary that has base attack -3.
Yeah. They also got a pretty good points drop on the heavy machine gun. They got 4 points.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Hortlock Janissaries.
Hortlock.
These guys look very similar, except they got a K1 marksman.
Yes. So the K1 marksman is nice. But other than that, yeah. Oh, and they picked up a deactivator and disco ball profile.
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
Interesting.
I do love the fact, we'll see it on a couple of profiles, that they're like, oh, we're going to take AP away from submachine guns, and so many submachine guns are AP submachine guns now.
Got to give somewhere in between.
Well, it's easier. It's easier than rebalancing with a new weapon, or giving everything a 4 points drop that had a submachine gun, basically.
The bird
I guess.
I never looked at the bird pit, to be honest.
Because they're new in Ramah. And they are wildcards that count as Janissaries. So they provide you basically an engineer and even more templates to go with Janissaries. Their profiles, I think,
First 2 heavy flame
fairly similar. Yeah, because I think they had 3 before, and the +1 burst boarding shotgun might be new, or I'm just forgetting that because it's so forgettable. So they've got the +1 damage light rocket launcher. And then the choice between a burst 2 Emirat and a burst 2 heavy flamethrower.
Very nice.
Beyond that, about the same as they used to be. They're new to Ramah, and they're similar points to Janissaries and Hortlocks, so kind of have the option to flexibly play around with them.
Yeah. Maggie. We know Maggie. We talked about Maggie.
We've talked about Maggie. She is now viable. She is not
Baggage is like I'm so it's just like this is so good. Like
Baggage is really
what's
good,
the size of the bubble on Maggie? It's like what? Almost 20 inches?
It's a shit
Reload?
load.
It's at least
It's
2 inches.
It's like half your deployment
It's
zone.
like the size of the Maggie is at least like 2 inches wide.
It's slightly under 2.5.
It also
so
means
it's 20-inch radius.
it also means that she will reload herself every turn.
Yeah.
So now,
it is so
yeah,
stupid.
start to like attack aware, mind dispenser out, and then do your normal thing.
Yeah. All right. Maggie's fine. Here's the spicy one.
Okay, the Shikush is the Shikush is good enough to run duos of it.
58 points
that far.
No, 58 points. Like that's
Like, so I would run one of each as a duo. But okay, fine. Go to the 58 points. So,
guys, he only did it so he can afford the Nazmat on the engineer, okay? Or the tank pilot.
So, only real difference is that the heavy machine gun picks up continuous damage.
that's all you needed. It needed something.
Yes,
Big difference.
It absolutely sets smart.
Hold on, did they not go from BS 13 to 14? Or am I?
No,
BS
14.
Okay, sorry, Mandela affected myself.
We have been doing that the
The
entire
Spitfire also gets AP, I want to say.
It had it before.
Ah, fuck. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was often the big issue there is AP Spitfire competes with in vanilla it competes with
Asawira.
Asawira's, and the HMG was just an HMG.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's just shit.
But now HMG continuous damage.
Much better.
BS14, yeah, much better.
Much better.
Like it's got a place.
Rafik.
Rafik?
Drops a point.
The triangulated fire is now only on the rifle at shotgun. It is no longer on the Red Fury, which is sad. But given that triangulated fire has gone up in power, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, very similar. This is probably the classic TR bot standard now, where you get a HMG one and your Thunderbolt +1 burst option.
Oh, they get a cheaper. Their HMG one's cheaper. Now.
2 points.
They lost climbing plus. That's why.
Yeah.
Shihabs?
Did the Shihab have it before? Not all of them have it.
Oh,
Shihabs never had climbing plus.
It may have only dropped a single point.
Yeah, I think it dropped 1 point.
It's dropped 1 point, but the JSA one didn't, so it's still.
I like the Thunderbolt option in there. I'm
cheap.
not saying I would take it, but it's 0 SWIC.
It's 0 SWIC. It's cheaper, and it has better, longer range bands than a HMG.
Yes.
So you can do the Kev Classic and put it right in the back of your DZ and just start pushing past 32 and hitting the zeros.
And considering Ramah has AVA 2 of these, I think that becomes more viable.
Absolutely.
Because now you don't have to go SWIC heavy on them to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Missile bots. You either get your guided missile bot or you get your +1 burst missile bot.
And I have not yet figured out
why
where that goes.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 points more expensive, and Ramah got much better at offensive hacking.
The only thing I can think of for the extra burst missile launcher is to combine it with an Evo bot for 2 bursts in ARI.
The +1
burst
doesn't do anything.
You already get 2 bursts in arrow then.
I don't know if that assisted fire can push you past your base.
It just sets it to base burst 2, and you still don't get burst bonuses in arrow.
I don't fucking know.
So, I have no idea where that fits into the grand scheme.
I feel like they forgot to put neurocynetics on there. That's like the only thing in my mind where I'm like, that's what it was.
For 19 points?
No way.
My first thought looking at that was to look at the fire team's chart and see if it somehow wound up in one of the fire teams.
And it didn't.
And it did not. So
hey, look, a marksman, like, marksmanship on a burst 2 missile launcher for 19 points isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
It is that noise.
Yeah. Well, weird choices are weird.
Maybe a thing to point out now is guided is no longer a flat +6. It counts the range band, and you get +3 from targeted. So if you're doing it really close, you'll probably be on flats. If you're doing it in the optimal range band, it'll still be +6. If you're doing it in the 0 range band, you'll only be +3. So, yeah, and if you're doing it past 40, you're fucked.
CB tapped guided very, very good. They did very, very good on the guided tapping.
Yeah, it is a nice balance of approaching it from couple different directions.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, flash pulse, same. Nazmat,
flash pulse.
same.
It's a flash pulse. Yep.
Eva Hacker, very similar. Drops 1 point on the Eva Hacker.
It dropped a few points. The TR bot dropped 2 points, I believe, but it also now is not as good because it used to have it. Well, it's rifle light shotgun, and a rifle light shotgun TR bot was amazing at controlling little narrow corridors. But now it's no template, so it's not. Yeah. Yep.
Hunzakut.
Hunzakut is new in Ramah. And it's the first time, I guess, at least since N3, that the Hunzakut has been in a sectoral.
Aren't they the
Shat, the Shat counts?
In a Hawk sectoral that's officially Hawk.
Okay.
This definitely has a place in Ramah.
It's your guided plan, right?
Yes, it is. Because you've got an infiltrating camo forward observer with deployable repeater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a heckler.
And Ramah can afford a irregular.
Yeah, easy.
Plus, you're gonna be there's plenty to do with her irregular order.
Yep. This is one I saw was quite spicy. The Tuareg.
Got some weird side grades. So first of all, got a second hacker profile. It now has both
regular
hacker and killer hacker.
Yep.
And it's no longer a 0 BTS hacker. Both the hacker profiles picked up upgrade firewall -3.
That's a nice touch.
Which is it's actually pretty spicy on a whip 15 killer hacker.
Yes.
Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty good.
For 28 points.
The other change that is interesting, the Doctor went from a Doctor +3 to a Doctor 2 wound. And it's a Whip 15 Doctor already.
Mm-hmm.
So a Whip 15 Doctor 2 wound seems like a fairly good backup plan for Janissaries if you need to. I'm not sure how much it really gets used because we don't have a whole lot that's 2 wounds. It's pretty much the Janissaries and the Namurs, but a hidden deploy Doctor up there where you're putting your Namur could be useful.
Potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Very potentially.
Beast Hunters.
They got so much worse.
They're now skirmishers.
Yep.
They got so much worse.
Why did they get worse?
They lost NVW. They lost the CC attack bonuses that they had.
They didn't have any.
Yeah, they did. A lot of them had CC attack +1 damage and stuff. That got moved to the thing.
It's in there. It's just wrapped in.
They did lose Natural Born Warrior, but they gained Super Jump.
They had Super Jump.
By gain, I mean they get the buffs of Super Jump.
Yeah,
they had Super Jump before, but now they can Super Jump 6/6.
Yeah. But they're the same points. So
yeah.
Honestly, I think it's a fair trade. They seem okay.
I think you're going to see a lot less Beast Hunters.
You reckon?
Super for starters, because they're not in as many lists or in as many sectorals. But yeah, they're competing with more, and they didn't come down in points, which I guess is a downgrade.
Is losing Natural Born Warrior that big of a deal, though?
No, not anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Also, the 9.1 lost Mine Layer as well.
That's pretty big, actually. That's pretty big.
And half an
Unless it's a bug.
Yeah, I always saw this I always saw these guys sort of like just stage diving.
And they cost.
Their flamethrowers.
Oh yeah.
Hey Tristan, did you just want to quickly show what that little blue icon does underneath the?
Oh, sure.
You got to click it on that.
Oh look,
Hey,
that's not a beast hunter. That's a Kyojin killer.
that it. No, that is a beast hunter. That's the
Yeah.
And I think in some of them it even gives you like a link to the buying page.
It does.
Yep.
That's very funny.
It does.
So we will see that slowly.
For anyone watching the podcast on Army app, some of the on the computer, some of the profiles now have like a little blue picture icon. You click on that, shows you a picture of a model and the profile, and some of them have a link to Corvus Belly's page where you can buy them.
Excellent.
Yep.
Harmon and Batard
went down a point, I think.
No, 17 was
no,
how
I think
much
she
it
was.
always cost.
I don't remember.
I thought she was 18, but again, I haven't played Ramah in a few months, so.
No, she was 18 according to Kev.
Okay. Yay! Memory serves. Beyond that,
CC attack -6.
Yep, CC attack -6 because she used to be martial arts 2.
Yep. Natural Born Warrior.
Still
limited cover is really good.
Yes, yeah, limited cover is nice. It's got balance on the bike.
If you roll armor on her from her booty and she has limited cover, she could very easily be 8 armor and cover and just annoy you.
Yeah.
Batard, I think, picked up CC attack shock, but that could be remembering.
Was Batard dogged?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh
okay.
yeah, Batard was dogged.
Big time.
Okay.
So with the changes to how impetuous and cover work, it looks like Batard now has full access to cover.
Yep.
He's not angry enough.
He is not penalized.
Was he BS0 before as well?
No.
Oh yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. Because his only ranged weapon is a fizz.
Yeah, he just looks around and goes, ugh. Yeah, what if he opens a panoply? He can't shoot the gun.
You better hope he doesn't get a gun.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a flame.
Well, he gets the +3 range band.
Oh shit, you're right. He's on 3s.
He's on 3s.
If they didn't have cover.
Christ.
Also, the last thing, did she have a +1 burst AP heavy pistol?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The really shit flyer.
It might not have been AP.
Kev, he doesn't need impetuous because you activate when your controller does as a peripheral, exactly as
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Kevin agrees.
Does impetuous say it applies to your peripherals as well?
Impetuous means you activate the trooper.
Correct.
Oh,
And if you
impetuous has
activate
nothing
the
to do with
trooper-
no cover, right? Of course.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, impetuous is only activating troopers. It just so
Yep.
happens that they all have limited
Yep.
cover or no cover.
I'm not sure what to make of the
It's shit. When you see the other one, you'll think this one's garbage.
It's too expensive compared to the other ones for what it does.
It is better than what was spoiled, if memory serves, because it has no wounded capacitation now.
I think
And
you're
I
right.
don't
Yeah.
recall that being on the spoiled one.
You're correct. Yeah, I think they missed out on the last
So
one.
it is structure 1, no NWI, so it's not as bad as it looked.
Yeah.
And it's immune to shock because shock only works on
Vital
Vita,
1.
right?
Yep.
That said, I think it's too expensive for what it does. You're right.
It's like a poor man's Sujan.
It's like a slightly faster, twice as expensive Beast Hunter.
I would almost
Except
say
it can't CC attacks up
without a marker state.
Yeah.
I would almost say that it needs to just barely break 20 points.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go that far just because it's aerial. Which
Yes, but you can't price them too low because like the fact they move so quickly means it becomes like the best disposable gun in the game. Like
I'm not the CB point making algorithm. I got no idea.
Yeah, I think like I look at it and the thing that I'm drawn to is the move 8 heavy flamethrower.
Yeah.
But that's not 31 points.
No, it's not.
It might be tempting if it was in the mid to low 20s, but I think it's banking too much on that +1 burst heavy shotgun that no longer has a template.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true. Anything spicy in terms of the fire teams? Nafatim are probably going to be the Zayden makers instead of Ghulams.
Yeah. Nafatims. If you have any naked Ghulams, they're probably going to be Nafatims now.
Yeah.
Well, just to like
including the
some of
lieutenant, if you don't have the +1
command token.
Command token one.
What were you saying, Jordan?
Well, it's just a way to like the Naftoon is just a way to recoup the loss of all the templates from your Ghulams, right?
Exactly.
And it's better templates too.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So Naftins are your grunts, Ghulams are your specialists, and then the Zaydin is your gun.
Yep. Excellent.
Only other thing in there, the Burtuk counting as Janissaries is great because now you've got 3 different heavy infantry in that all count as pure.
They do not. They count as Janissaries.
Yes, it is the Spanish spelling, I think.
Janissary.
You know there's going to be someone online who's like, actually, they don't count.
Actually.
You're going to get like, actually at a tournament, and then you're going to like have to throw something.
I am proud that I went through the rulebook enough to find the one paragraph that's in Spanish.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Which one?
I'm
looking at now.
We can go into it tomorrow when we.
Okay.
Yeah. I will leave that to you guys to find the one paragraph that's in Spanish.
I don't like reading.
It's on a page that references N4 twice as well.
Oh,
God,
goodness gracious! All right.
Give me combine.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
We'll do it.
Oh, buddy.
Morats. Vanguard. Not Morat, sorry. Combined Army, Morat Vanguard Infantry. Before I confuse any listeners.
Something to note, they all have Warhorse. We already knew that, but it doesn't appear to have affected their points costs at all.
Yep. Cool.
The one note in there... Oh!
Heavy machine gun gets base attack -3.
There we go.
Sorry. That changes only in Morats, so never mind. We will get to that later.
Umbra Legates.
So...
This episode is going to be 13 hours long. If we
boy, that's why we're only doing one faction each.
Oh, good.
You may actually take these now because Samaritans, I got nerfed very hard. So Samaritans are a lot more expensive now. You might actually end up taking a Legate. Remember, you got to remember they don't have Protheon though, so like they are generally on like a one-way trip where a lot of other units weren't. I don't think you'll be reaching for these very often unless your name is Doug specifically.
The heck, Packet Device Plus is pretty good.
HD Plus is good.
Yeah, they don't get the little new bonus decoy that a lot of forward deployment and infiltration models that have no marker state gained. So you don't get that bonus. But I think have they changed in their points cost at all?
They're a bit cheaper.
They're a little bit cheaper, yeah. I think the HD Plus used to be actually 39 points or even 40-ish.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm looking at the old points that were all above 40 or up, except for the K1 Lieutenant.
Yeah, they've gone down.
Yeah, they also gained chain of command from the reinforcements.
Sure. Okay.
Cool. You'll never see him, guys.
Dr. Worm. You're going to take Dr. Worm a lot more often now, I think. He's good.
Wow. Turrets. Give me turrets. Give me sweet little
it's
turrets.
It's only a combi rifle or a marksman, but that's good. I think Dr. Worm is going to see a lot more play in this edition for combined, especially since the tags you are going to be taking now are remote presence.
Yep.
You've just got way more of a reason, and you lost the Caliban. Spoilers, you lost the Caliban engineer, so Dr. Worm is your next best option.
Dr. Worm also has a template now.
Yes, he does. He's got a zapper.
Big old zappy boy.
Yeah.
All right, Seed Soldiers. I can let you know I checked the stupid rule and it didn't change. It sucks.
Okay,
it's always sucked. It will always in the future suck.
Yep, totally.
Changed to transmutation hatching.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is now a transmutation skill.
Yes, you still have to declare a move skill or dodge to do anything with them.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And
looks like the points are the same. I remember the paramedic being 18.
Yeah, they're shit. Ooh, Noctifers. Go, Jordan.
They were down.
Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, wait. Can I make a note here? My request was answered. They have courage now.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to remember, what did you want to change that happened? The Noctifers now have courage, so you can't get into your situation.
Only listen to Nick. Like, that's it.
Yeah, apparently.
Like, whenever Jordan wins, they just nerf that. And whatever Nick says.
I know on a fundamental level that CB don't watch this show and they don't care about anything of, like, for the most part. I feel very, very called out by some of the changes.
What are you talking about? Cody messaged me on the regular saying that he loves me. He doesn't.
Wait till you hear the story Nick has to say.
There is a change in Morats that I requested that is niche enough.
Is it the drop suits? Or the Rodox?
No. And it was changed after the rulebook was made because there's a screenshot of it in the rulebook unchanged.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Neat.
Well, probably.
Yeah, Noctifers went down, right? I'm not crazy here?
No, they flipped around points. So missile launcher got cheaper, Spitfire got I take that back.
It also gains an X-Visor.
I don't think you take them still, probably, in vanilla, personally. I know some people really like them, but I'm not one of them.
But wait, them entirely or just the Spitfire one?
Oh,
the missile entirely, yeah.
In vanilla.
In vanilla, yeah.
I mean, at least the Spitfire one, now finally that model makes sense.
Yeah. I still don't think you take it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, sure. Ada looks very, very, very similar.
She's just lost a point, I think.
I think she's the same, actually. Anyway.
I know some Hano players fucking love her, but...
She's great.
Yeah, Mimatron's...
Same.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Warhorse, so if you shoot at it with beast attack -3, it doesn't apply.
That's so funny.
Liberto's, exactly the same.
They're exactly the same, and you will take them in, I think, a lot of lists.
Yep.
Oh my god, why Liberto's the same? What the fuck?
Well, okay, they're not the same, because the shotgun template changes, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
There is a demonstrative difference in which, like, stage diving with a Libertos is not as good now, because you do not ask your opponent a question.
Do you take submachine gun chain cult now? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you take it and save the Swick.
My goodness.
What a world we live in.
What a world we live in.
Caliban.
Good. Rest in peace, Caliban engineer. You'll be missed.
Is that literally the only change?
I think
cheaper.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit... No.
The chain of command's always been 29.
Yeah, they're the same price, I think. The Forward Observer might have gotten like a point cheaper.
The Spitfire might be cheaper, actually.
Yeah.
36 doesn't seem as expensive as it was.
Yeah, no, losing the Caliban engineer is huge.
They're still in Shaz though, so
there's a reason. Hey, there's a reason to play Shaz for people that think.
Well,
there's more reasons.
The other thing is Martial Arts 3 gives you 2 dice as well, and they've not clarified Protheon, but they've doubled down in the wording of it, in which you increase your wounds before you take wounds. So.
Yeah, which is good. Like, that would be a weird number if it didn't work that way.
Well, you apply positive states, then a negative states in Infinity.
Yep.
So,
and Caliban have actually held a big nerf in that regard, because D-charges are -6 to use in CC, and their only other CC weapon is a basic damage 15 CC weapon.
Oh, Liberto's a dodge +3 now instead of dodge +6.
No, dodge +6.
It sounds like it might depend on their faction now.
Yes, it does.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, don't do that, CB.
Unless it changes in the next week, because it probably will.
Ooh, Chefskin. She got
cheaper. She did get cheaper.
Okay. The biggest thing we have to go through here right now is what Nanoscreen now does.
Oh, sure. So Nanoscreen is cover, but it isn't worded as cover. So if you had cover, it would stack with cover, and you can't get rid of it.
It's just the bonuses from cover. It's essentially giving Sheshkin mimetism and 4 armor, and there's no way to get rid of it anymore.
3 armor.
No, as in like 4 armor total.
Because she has armor 1.
Yeah.
If you take a look through, even when you go to Shazvasti, the boarding action Shishkin doesn't exist anymore because it doesn't need to exist anymore. Right? This is just a normal Sheshkin.
So I think in the rules episode tomorrow, you may need to go actually read through like marksmanship and nanoscreen.
Oh,
I think
like,
there is a rider that says marksmanship does ignore.
It gets rid of the mod. You are right. Marksmanship's the only case where it gets rid of the mod.
It does get rid of the armor, which is the main point.
Yeah.
So the
armor, marksmanship
you,
didn't get rid of the armor before.
You can't take it away with templates.
No, which is huge.
Sheskin's worst enemy, like Kev's saying in the chat now, her worst enemy was a chain rifle or a heavy rocket launcher or something. Now she's armor 4 and everything.
Is she armor 4 in CC?
No.
It's only against BS attacks.
Yeah, okay.
Which is good. That is how it should work.
Yeah.
This was something I actually asked for. I remember I either asked for it on the podcast.
Cancels nanoscreen altogether, Kev?
No, just the plus
just,
two, or the penalty to hit.
It's just the mod.
This was something that I asked for with nanoscreen. I can't remember if it was like it might have been in person with Nick, or it might have been like on an episode of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it works against templates now. It always felt like flavorfully like that is how it should have worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it almost feels like a Spartan shield from Halo.
Negative BS mods, yeah.
Yep. And she is 4 points cheaper for the profile that you would used to take.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think she also gained a whip as well. She used to be whip 12, I think.
No, she's
13.
She's always been whip 13? Cool.
Correct. Redundant, but she's Vita 2 and has immune shock, so CB, get on it. All right,
look at all
Jordan.
these characters you're wasting that you could put into a Norkius skill.
Samaritans.
I got nerfed, man. Like, it's the hacker is now the most expensive profile.
Yeah, justifiably.
I think it picked up a flash pulse. I can't remember if it had that before.
No, it had a
you never.
All Umbra had flash pulses.
Well,
cool.
To be fair now, if you manage to put everyone's heads down, he moves 6-6.
Yes, he does move 6-6. That's big. He kept
jumps.
MA4.
He jumps 6-6.
He super jumps 6-6. Sorry. Yeah.
He kept MA4, so he is 2 dice in CC, which is I think where a fair bit of that points increase has come from.
That's gross.
I don't know how often you will be seeing these.
I reckon they're still really good.
42 points. You still will.
I reckon you still will. The problem is,
Cheskin got cheaper by the amount that these got more expensive. Yeah, you still will see them.
No, these went up less than Cheskin went down.
Well, then
even better.
Doesn't matter. Even better.
Oh yeah, I think they're fine.
Now you can have an extra net rod.
Yeah, I think they're really good. I think it's going to be a little bit more list dependent on if you play them or not. But that's about it.
Yeah, 2 Vorpal weapons are going to be fun. A 2 burst Vorpal weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Crackhots. These got a little love, I think.
Did
Did they have super jump?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they're
maybe not.
the same.
Maybe not. I don't know. Remember, they were 4/4.
Yep.
They're 6/2.
Yep. They're 6/2 now. I don't think that's the only difference.
Did they have the Berserk +3?
Maybe I don't know.
They had Berserk. Not sure if it was +3.
Yeah.
I think the Medicam wasn't reroll. I think it was just
reroll.
No,
Yeah.
it was reroll, but yeah, the Berserk wasn't +3.
I think the Krakouts had Berserk, and then the character Krakout had Berserk +3.
Potentially, yeah.
They did not.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if they would dodge +2. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that they did get that. They used to be +1.
Yeah.
Okay. So just changed with the new movement.
You never taking them. You're taking Datarazzi. Moving on.
Yep.
Bit and Kiss.
Oh my goodness.
Couple points
Yeah,
expensive.
wow.
Yes.
So the profile that everyone used to take has gone up by 1 point. So 2 points, I think. It was 20 points before. The one where they both have pitches.
Yep.
The second profile, I think you might actually see this more frequently now that guided is worse because you're not trying to IGL special people. I think that the first profile might actually be the way to go if you have the points because she has a hacking device now, Upgrade Trinity, which is really good. She loses the marker state, which does matter, but like having another regular hacking device, like I'm
at
I'm
BTS
kind of into
6.
that.
Yeah.
At BTS 6, yeah.
Really good.
She's good going forward
Hold on.
because
ISC, keep it simple, stupid. Is that what Kiss is called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
That's what KISS stands for.
Yeah. Well, Bit and Kiss needs to be deleted from the game.
I think Kiss picked up a rifle. I think they just had the adhesive launcher before as well.
Adhesive launcher rifle isn't burst 3. It's just a renamed adhesive launcher.
Oh,
Different
okay.
range bands.
Adhesive launcher no longer exists. It's now adhesive launcher rifle. Like I said, different range bands, burst 2.
Okay, sure. So I think you will see the profile where kisses are repeatable frequently, and Bit might just walk forward to people.
And that's where your points are that you've now that Cheskin is cheaper.
Come down, yeah.
Easy.
Yep.
One other thing about the repeater kiss, because Bit has mine layer and deployable repeaters, that puts 2 repeaters in your deployment zone before the game starts.
Yep. You can there is no excuse for a combined army player's entire DZ to not be covered by a repeater net.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
You will actively have to try to not cover your entire DZ as a repeater net.
Yep.
Nox.
I don't know, Tristan, you played the bad faction, and did Nox's change?
I didn't take Nox.
No, I
look
don't
the
think they
same.
changed at all.
They look the same. Yeah, cool, whatever. Mentors.
But hang on.
Actually...
They did change. Nox did change. The multi-sniper rifle is no longer BS attack guided.
Oh yeah, okay. No, hold on. That I think that was all that at some point got changed to just being Shazvasti.
Who gives a shit? No one's taking it anyway.
Okay, sure. Okay, hey, mentors. Apparently, according to some people, the best lieutenant in the entire game, bar none.
Yeah, no. Definitely not.
Oh, these guys are great.
Not the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the Vulcan shotgun a new profile?
It is.
Yeah.
They used to have a boarding shotgun. That's all.
So 22 points for the lieutenant, the cheapest lieutenant, which is the one you're going to take if you're going to take them in vanilla combined. I like it. I think it's a Swick, and your Swick are really important in combined.
Yeah.
Not anymore when you don't have when you're not taking Liberto.
A little bit, yeah. You're literally if you just take the submachine gun chain Colt Liberto, you can start taking these now.
Yeah, if you want to.
I mean, honestly, for 22 points, the Swick is kind of an but for 22 points, whip 14, camouflage, counterintelligence, decoy, it's survivable.
We're gonna hit something that starts with CH and ends with ONTID, and you're probably gonna be taking that.
for 22 points. So if you're taking a low end one,
I can see you're smart, Jordan.
Okay.
You are gonna know when we get to that because you're gonna see my camera rise up a couple of inches.
Jesus.
All right, Norkius.
Fucking gets a K1 combi for no reason.
So he has picked up immunity armor. He has picked up a K1 combi. He has super jump, so he can jump if he wants to move 12 inches.
He gets he gets martial art. He gets burst to CC in ARO.
Yep, and he went up by 1 point for the profile
pleasure.
You would take.
The pleasure of destroying your entire life.
He actually as well went down in Swick for the non-lieutenant profile. I think the non-lieutenant profile
was half a Swick.
Used to be half a Swick.
Also, he has a damage 15 pulse, flash pulse.
Yep.
Why?
With 15.
Well, because if you're flash pulsing with Norkius, something has gone horribly wrong.
Technically, it is still worse than a burst 2 flash, 2 saves on a flash pulse versus plus 2 damage. But
I know that, but CB love Norkia, so they can't help but give him shit.
No, they can't. They can't help but give him the goods.
I don't know if you're gonna. I think you're gonna see him way more often now. I think you already saw him more than you should have in N4.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just gonna see him even more now. He is more survivable. Immunity armor is really good.
Mm-hmm.
The
he
K1
was bioimmune, was he not?
Yeah,
he was bioimmune. Yeah,
which is the same.
Yeah,
it's
bioimmunity, and it's the same.
No, it's not.
Well, it's not. He ignores flamethrowers now.
They fixed bioimmunity halfway through. They fixed bioimmunity in update, so you couldn't ignore modifiers. So he is just markedly better now.
Also,
he's immune. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, immune arm versus bioimmune, he can just super jump 12 forward and just tank a missile to the face.
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He's immune to the thing that Protheon units are the most scared of in a flamethrower as well.
That's the other thing. He's Protheon. You go into CC with someone with Hippolyta with an explosive CCW. It's one wound max unless they crit. And I I don't give a fuck. I just drink you.
He's I think I was like pretty well known as like a Norkius hater. I think I'm turned around on him. I think he's pretty good.
Too good.
He's very good. He's too good.
Do we want to talk
too good?
Do we want to talk about Dakash? We've kind of talked about Dakash.
We've talked. Look, no. So I'm even lower on Dakash now because I saw the Raziat.
Yep, cool.
Oh, I haven't seen the Rise yet.
Dartox, why are they 18 points?
Because they went down 3 BTS.
So
that's actually big. That's actually
That's
like
huge.
it's a really big nerf.
okay.
They got upgrade firewall on that.
Yeah, I was about to say they just gained it back there.
Well, no. So if you're willing to pay 2 points more than you paid for an original Dartok, you can have the BTS back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he is essentially a Dartok that he was before, but he has a combi rifle and cyber mines now.
Is TS -1? Is that Spanish for?
I think it's a typo. Yeah. It's only on hacking programs as well where they made that typo. It looks like.
It's probably because they can't find replace.
Yeah, replace air with Spanish.
Yeah.
The cheap profile also picked up EM grenades.
Yeah. Their Dartoks are exceptional. I don't like it. I didn't say anything much because I thought it was obvious. Yeah, Dartoks is still exceptional. If you have the points, you will upgrade to the 23.1 to make them as annoying as they were before. But if you cannot do it, they are 18 points for one of arguably the best like line infantry type hackers in the game.
Yep. Pandora, as far as I can tell, it's a cut copy.
Hold up, can you go back to Dartox for a second? No, they both have pitches. I thought the other one might have lost pitches for some reason. Sorry.
No, double pitches. Pandora to me seems cut copy from previous, and just straight into CA.
Yeah, you might take
the viral different?
Don't think so. I think she had a +1 burst viral pistol before.
Yeah, I think she had it before.
Yeah.
I think she did specifically because I remember it was tech for versus Ariadna when you were playing Steel Phalanx.
The only thing potentially, I don't know if the flash pulse was +1 burst.
Yeah, that might be a thing.
But aside from that, she's very similar.
She was.
What am I being told fuck right off Jordan for? What the fuck, Ivory? Fuck you.
I think it's because you were saying that they got worse. The Dartox got worse because they lost 3 points of
BTS.
BTS.
Oh, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it's completely the same.
Pandora's Pandora. See, I get another good hacker. Fuck you.
Yeah, see, I get another good hacker. I don't know how often you'll see her, but I think she's quite good.
She's very good. If you want to double up on roles, being a hacker and a medkit.
Well, is it still a medkit +1 burst as well?
It is. Yes.
Yeah, medkit +1 burst.
Yep.
You got to watch out for those.
And another set of pitches.
Yep. And another set of pitches too. Yep.
Armand Lemuel.
Just 5 points cheaper.
Okay.
Looks the same to me, except got a little bit cheaper, I believe. 3 or 4 points cheaper.
5 points. 5 points cheaper.
5 points cheaper. That's pretty significant, actually.
Yeah.
I've literally seen this guy once.
What?
He's legit. Like the combination of MSV1 and MIM6 is really good.
He's strong.
Not as good as in N5. But even so, even if someone with Albedo is shooting at him, they're both at -6. So you're almost only making it even at that stage.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still just excellent.
He's great. Forward deployment +4 means you can get him into weird angles too.
Mm-hmm.
It also means the mine layer, even if you want to keep him in your DZ, goes more forward. But yeah, I guess you never take it.
No, I would take my eye profile.
Yalgat. Looks very serious. Looks very samey. Maybe just 3 points cheaper, I think, on the multi.
Yeah, no,
sniper.
the multi sniper is it's like 3 points cheaper. Big for Morats.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest is the same.
Relative
in terms of profiles.
Relatively the same. Yeah, relative. Yeah, I think it is all essentially the same.
Cool. Go on, Jordan.
Okay, so we lost the specialist profile. It doesn't have specialist operative anymore.
We're talking about the Raziat, by the way.
What are we talking about?
The
Raziat. Sorry, the Raziat diplomatic division. I apologize. Not everyone watches the video. You should watch the video for this one though. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, the Spitfire went from 37 to 34 points. He's 6 points cheaper than Agent Dakash. He covers his own approach with Eclipse grenades. Yes, you may sometimes just flub the roll and he dies, but Agent Akash might also just get hit by a flash pulse and not do anything. So,
He also picked up super jump jet propulsion.
Yeah, he picked up super jump jet propulsion, so he's able to like get on top of roofs now really easily. Like before, something with the Raziat is he really did need like a ladder access to get on a roof to go hunting for things up there.
Mm-hmm.
Now he can just jump up and punch something to death.
Yep.
And I think the weird profile picked up EM Carbine as well.
Yes, it did. Yep.
Which is a kind of niche, but a very interesting weapon to put behind someone.
A very interesting anti-tag tech piece or anti-aero piece tech piece. Sorry.
They all got cheaper. Like I should say, every single one of these profiles got cheaper. Like that boarding shotgun
got worse.
Yeah, Eclipse grenades got worse. The boarding shotgun, it's 25 points.
Yeah, it's 25 points to put something in your opponent's DZ.
Mm-hmm.
Even to put Eclipse in your opponent's DZ.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, Natural Born Warrior, it got worse versus martial arts because you don't cancel their martial arts. It ignores all CC modifiers.
Didn't get worse. Why did we think that Eclipse got
loses
worse?
its +3 range band.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
that's right.
Natural Born Warrior ignores all CC modifiers that are negative to you, so he punches really well.
And I think it's one of the few profiles that kept Natural Born Warrior and martial arts too.
Yes, he's one of he was always weird in that he had that.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he's only CC 21 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nexus. They gained. I don't know if they had a nano screen profile before.
They did. The Spitfire had nano screen.
All right. Well, they look very same then. Maybe the hacker got EM mines or something like that. But
no, had EM mines.
Hacker had EM mines.
Or whatever. Same shit. Okay, Kodali.
Josh, you like Kodali, right? Did she change?
Immunity arm.
Immunity arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's it.
She lost a profile. I think
she's still. She's
gone up martial arts. She was martial arts level 2.
Okay. She now is less likely to flub that first CC roll, which is good.
Yeah.
She still only has a one save CC weapon though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
it's assault pistol +1 burst, so she's burst 2. Oh no, they don't have CC web mode anymore. Don't worry, mate. She got distinctly worse.
We can't do martial arts like the Matrix anymore.
No.
Yeah, Kodali. I am not a Kodali believer. I never was.
Yeah, I think a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's still in the army. Frankly, with the glow up to cash got, I'm surprised she's still sticking around.
Yeah.
Vector. I think gained a plasma sniper rifle.
Yeah, plasma
these were actually pretty good before.
Actually,
they're very good.
The MSV2 plasma sniper is good.
Yeah, I think there's something. It's not the best plasma sniper in the faction. We're going to get to him very soon. But
yay!
I don't know much about the rest of the extra though.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm guessing all the extra are going to be very similar because they came out with reinforcements. A lot of the reinforcements profiles haven't been touched very much.
Which is probably why they were all so much cheaper, because they knew the N5 was going to get cheaper across the board. So,
Void Operator is just kind of a shitter version of a Vector.
Mm-hmm.
They're fine. They're the same.
Yeah.
Super Jump's better. That's it.
Yep. Base Operator, Super Jump's better. +1 burst multi.
Base Operator, I think, got cheaper.
Potentially.
It's an 18-point hacking device. It's the same. Cheap.
Like the same.
It's also one of the cheapest engineers you can get.
Yeah.
But we now have Dr. Worm, who is far better than he used to be, so that's a few extra points that can very easily be spent there.
Extra Officer looks very same to me as well.
No cock.
It is.
Cock?
All right.
Oh, no cock. Yep.
Cool.
Only in Onyx.
Yep.
All right, Toysa, the Team Achilles shooter. I think other than the big man himself, I think he's the best Team Achilles member.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he's MSV2, BS14, which is a really nice combination. Move 4/4, 2 arm, 3 BTS, Vitality 1 with shock immune and no wound incapacitation. He comes with MSV3. You have a choice of 3.
MSV2.
Wait. Mimetism 3.
Mimetism 3, MSV2. Sorry, I've worked all day today. I'm sorry. So you get a choice of 3 profiles for 35 points. He has a Feuerback and a Zapper. For 34 points, he has a Plasma Sniper Rifle and a Zapper. And for 37 points, he has a Plasma Sniper Rifle and a Zapper with Neurocynetics.
Excellent.
I have like an overarching sort of theory when it comes to N5 that I think Mimetism is probably going to be like the king of this edition, because it's one of the only Viz mods that didn't get worse, other than Albedo, which got a lot better. I think MSV is like markedly worse than it was with how much Albedo is running around and how good it is.
Yeah.
So I think Toysa is very exploitable with how much Albedo there is currently in the game.
Yep.
I don't know how often you'll see him. Like a Burst 2 Plasma Sniper Rifle in ARO seems really strong to me personally.
Yes.
But again, he is very exploitable with the multispectral visor being weak to a lot of things now. But he does have that Mim 3, so he is taking... It's not like a awful fight.
He is a better version of Atalanta.
He is... Yeah, he's better. He's probably better than Atalanta.
He's cheaper than Atalanta, and unless you have MSV, he's shooting you at better odds than Atalanta.
Yeah, because of the mimetism.
And has a better weapon, arguably, than Atalanta as well.
Oh, he's got a better weapon.
Probably
it's
better.
not arguably. It just is better.
Yeah, and has a whole other wound on Atalanta.
Atalanta is also total reaction, which means you get the extra burst, and you can use her actively.
That's true.
And she has marksmanship.
Yes. But yeah, so that is like an overarching thing I feel about N5 is that mimetism is probably going to be the best visual mod of this edition, whereas I think in the previous edition, MSV was probably the best.
If Chusa was fighting Atalanta, Atalanta would win.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Hammer, Atalanta's 44 points, something along those lines?
I think she's actually 40 now.
40
she went down.
Now. She went down.
Okay, well, fuck, Chusa's shit.
Yeah, she's also BS 15.
Yeah. I forgot she had marksmanship for some stupid reason.
Alright, speaking of profiles that have Albedo, Drakios, Team Achilles Dragon. He's BS 12, 6-2 move, which is pretty good. Fizz 13, Whip 13, 2 arm, 3 BTS, 1 vitality with the old no wound incapacitation and shock immunity.
He doesn't have no wound.
He's just 1 wound.
He doesn't! Oh, he is just flat out 1 wound. He also has a Bang Bomb plus 4, which is... I still hate them so much.
He's also S5 now.
Yeah, he's S5. He's... Wow, that's got to be an error.
He's shit. I
don't like him.
He was garbage in Steel Phalanx, and this is the one thing I kind of have a problem with the Team Achilles, is they're practically just been copied over with some little changes, and Drakios was bad then, and he's bad now.
Yeah, I don't think he's... I'm also in the same... Weirdly enough, I'm agreeing with Jacob, which is something that doesn't happen terribly often. He is... I agree, I don't like Drakios very much either. I think he's expensive for being a 1 wound troop. He pays a lot for the continuous damage. He has the same issue he had in Steel Phalanx and Vanilla Aleph previously, where, like, yeah, continuous damage is good, but he's shooting you with, like, a damage 13 weapon other than the Mark 12, which is good.
He just can't fucking hit.
And if
he's only BS 12.
He's BS 12, yeah.
Yeah,
he's not that great in combat. It's just whatever.
Yeah, it's just shit.
Yeah. CC21, MA20, MA1 just isn't it.
He just trades his multi-combi rifle for a multi-rifle. That's basically the only change.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan, take a. Oop.
His little friend is fine.
Yeah.
It has a bang bomb as well.
Mine dispenser's interesting on Little Friends.
Yeah, Mine dispenser is interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Admittedly, I don't think it exploded or had mines. Before,
no.
No.
All right, Jordan, take a big deep breath. You're gonna need it.
Holy shit!
This makes me want to vomit.
So I thought this was another Jordan got nerfed. I didn't realize that, because I thought they had removed the HD plus profile. No, it turns out they just made it one of the most balked profiles in the game.
For everyone listening, we're talking about the Korontid, which got buffed.
Yep. So they gained in the equipment section. They gained ECM Hacker -3 and an X visor, which is enormous.
Because we don't need visual mods for them.
No, they cut down a couple of the profiles as well. Big things. The multispectral visor level 3 HMG profile got cheaper. It got 2 points cheaper from 70 to 68.
Yep, and MSV lets you shoot directly at camo markers so long as you apply the mimetism.
Only MSV3.
Only MSV3.
So if you can't be bothered to like automatically discovering, you can just be like, I'll just take the mimetism and HMG you.
Well, it's if you just want to move, right? So, like, versus stuff like Daylami, if he just wants to, like, move 4 inches, shoot, like, he can do that.
Yep.
Oh, fuck it. Daylami's are screwed against the Corontid.
Oh, anything that's a camo Mim 0 marker has an awful time. Like, Long Yar just get annihilated by him harder than they did previously.
Long Yar are fucked. Anyway.
Long Yar get destroyed by him. So he's split up into lieutenant, non-lieutenant profiles, pretty much the same as he was before, basically. I think you're only really going to take the lieutenant profiles. You might take the non-lieutenant hacking device plus, potentially, because it's got Sepsiter plus now as well, and the Pulsar plus 1 burst. But the real source here, the MSV3 HMG did gain a 0.5 of a SWIC as well, so it's 1.5 now, whereas previously it was only 1.
I was just gonna point out, if you take a look at the lieutenant's 1 SWIC, there seems to be a lot of that going around where if you take the lieutenant, you gain half a SWIC, lose half a SWIC.
Yeah, which is good. That should always have been a thing.
It actually is in most things.
It's encouraging you to take an armed lieutenant.
Yeah. But the absolutely borked profile is the Corontid Lieutenant plus 1 order hacking device plus upgrade plus 1 damage, which is what it had before. Its loadout has changed. It has now a plasma rifle, Sepsiter plus, and a Pulsar plus 1 burst for 0.5 SWIC and 71 points.
Holy mother of stacked profiles.
This thing is insane.
Mate, how do you have a 71 point profile as lean as this?
Like the plasma rifle is a real gun with that fucking X-Visor he's got now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're harder to hack if you go second as well with the ECM hacker -3. Like, and even if you do hack him again, like, I still have a Corontid. Like, like, congratulations, you isolated my Corontid. I will spend a turn in loss of lieutenant with my 5 veteran troops.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, this profile is like the plus 1 order is just so fucking borked. I think you're still including a missile bot just as a matter of course, probably, if you have the SWIC for it. But you're just going to be offensively hacking with the pitches that you're throwing out. He's just so good. Like, it's just like I don't know why they. So for reference, he's gone up 8 points from what he was previously.
But gained a shit ton.
He's gained so much.
Like he's gained essentially an order to himself. The Sepsiter Plus.
The Sepsiter Plus is like the Sepsiter Plus is ridiculous. You don't want to like punch him now. Like,
I'll point out one thing though as well. He previously had a nanopulsar. He's now got a pulsar, which means he's dropping the big templates and 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's insane.
One of the profiles originally have a regular Sepsiter?
Yes.
So that profile
the plasma rifle, just the base plasma rifle.
Okay,
I believe
it was a Sepsiter profile, basically.
You either chose MSV hacking or the Sepsiter.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And instead they just shoved the Sepsiter into the hacker.
Yeah, and went, here you go, have everything. This model is good at everything.
Yeah, no reason to have ammo on that.
Alright.
Hector, eat your fucking heart out.
Speaking of no reason.
God, it's a useless profile.
No reason to take it off Mac anymore.
So there is. Guided is... So there isn't much of a reason, because Guided is so much worse now. I don't think people are going to be trying to perform active Guided as much as they were previously. She did go down 4 points.
Yep.
Like
was she BS 13?
Yes, she was. Yeah, she went down. So she went down 4 points. So the hacking lieutenant with the +1 burst Trinity went down 4 points. It gained a monofilament CC weapon where previously that was on another one of the random profiles. So they've sort of just like flattened it out across the board that they all have monofilament CCWs now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Guided is worse, Ivory, because you need to fucking use the range bands on the missile bot.
Yeah. They've essentially decided being able to shoot out of line of sight with no negatives is good enough.
It is demonstratively worse now.
Rindax.
Like,
+1 burst multi-rifle.
I already had that.
Did it?
So they got cheap. They got cheaper as well.
They got notably cheaper. The climbing plus is worse.
Yeah.
The big thing on the FTO profile, it picked up an adhesive launcher rifle.
Yep, and a flash pulse +1 burst, which I don't think it had before.
It had that already.
Oh, did it? Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
Man, wild.
so similar.
Just goes to show that Jordan never uses the flash pulse.
No, I don't.
It also has a mind layer profile, but whatever. Yep.
Yeah, whatever. Patroclus. We've talked about Patroclus. Fuck Patroclus. Achilles.
We've talked
good.
about
He has. During the
during an episode.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
episode.
I spoke about him.
Yeah. Oh, cool. He actually has his fucking proper picture here. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if you've looked at Combined
I
Army in the app. He does just have his Aleph profile picture
He
for
does,
some
yeah.
reason. It's very funny.
Which shows how lazy this is.
Maybe not lazy. I think it was more.
It's just an oversight. Like
I don't think they deleted Achilles and then made a new Achilles. I think they ported Achilles over and then changed a bunch of stuff, but they forgot to change that one thing in that one scenario. Anyway,
because he's a lot better now. So he's picked up a nanoscreen, whereas previously he didn't have that, and he's lost Impetuous or he's lost Frenzy. I think
he's got Frenzy.
He's got it.
Okay, cool. He's got Frenzy, but he always has no cover. But he has the nanoscreen, so it doesn't matter. Like the thing that used to be the downside is no longer a downside. He went down 3 armor though.
Hold up a sec. Going Frenzy gives you limited cover.
That's correct. Yeah.
So if he gets angry, does he gain armor?
He still has no cover.
I imagine no cover supersedes limited cover.
That would make sense, but you never know. Rules as written, some people might be...
So the little juggling act they've done here is from Achilles V2, he's dropped down 3 armor to armor 3, but he has the nano screen, so he will be armor 6 functionally all the time.
He's also now Mimetism Neg 6 because of the nano screen.
Yeah, because of the nano screen.
Essentially what they did is they went and took like the more expensive Achilles and
smushed it into this Achilles.
Gave it more armor. Give it 2 more armor.
They gave it armor. They gave it the AP Spitfire. They gave it the +1 damage as well, which V1 Achilles didn't have. He's also just more expensive than V2 Achilles was. He's 6 points more expensive.
Funnily enough, his CC weapon is way down in damage, which is interesting.
Yeah, he was a damage.
Buff.
He was a damage 18 before. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about Achilles.
I think he's expensive.
Probably take Sheskin. I think you take Sheskin.
He's too expensive.
I'm gonna say that I am disappointed that they've just put Achilles into thing. He's gonna suffer the same problems, is that he's really expensive, and he's obviously only gonna work in vanilla. But
I think you would only take Achilles to taunt the Steel Phalanx players or the Aleph players in your meta.
Pretty much. I mean, it's just. They could have put so much more flavor into him.
Well,
going for flavor, the Avatar dropped 7 points.
But it lost the +1 order profile.
And it lost tack aware.
Yes.
So it's lost 2 orders.
Yeah. But it's 120 points. It doesn't have remote presence either. I think you're not going to take it.
Just to clarify that, if you gain the skill mnemonic, you can't do that with a remote presence model, I think. There's something in mnemonic that says, fuck remote presence.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yes, it was. There was. Mnemonic can't go into
remote
like
presence.
it's a remote. like a remote can't be a rem can't be a lieutenant,
or it cancels a remote presence skill. There's something about that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
look at it now.
I don't think you're gonna take the Avatar. I think it's 120 points. It's lost. So going down like the 7 or 6 points that it went down, it lost 2 orders functionally. It also something else to mention about the Coronted, because it is a mnemonic model. It gives those 2 orders
to the next lieutenant.
To the next lieutenant.
Yeah.
Like it's so balked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be taking the Avatar. I think it's just too many points, too much Swick as well.
Yeah, 2.5
punches.
It can be a rem. The mnemonica has to go to either a cube or a rem trooper. There's nothing in there about remote presence.
Okay.
You will notice it punches harder than Achilles. It's PS4 instead of PS5.
Yeah. The Sphinx. Ivory. The Sphinx is actually dog shit now. It's not even a joke. It is actually dog shit.
So the climbing plus changes fuck the Sphinx over, right?
It costs the same. It didn't get AP. Sure, it still has the heavy flamethrower +1 burst. But climbing plus got fucked in the ass. And it's 93 points. It sucks fucking ass.
The only
that's what you really think, Tristan.
Yeah, the only like redeeming thing in like any of this shit is the fact that with peripheral auxiliary, a lot of these tags you could think of as like specialists.
Do you know what? On record, the Sphinx's ancillary remote should be min -6.
It should be.
Mm-hmm.
I can't look at Discord, but tell me what Ivory's saying, because if Ivory tries to defend this shit,
nope.
Rip. They
agree.
Good. It's so fucking bad.
Onto I think is going to be the most taken tag in Combined Army.
Hot new shit.
Oh my god, this is.
I mean, same shit, different stink.
It's cheaper though, isn't it?
It's way cheaper.
Yeah. Okay, so Overdrawn.
It used to be about 4 points cheaper.
It used to be 4/4 move. It's 6/2 now. Thank God. The only thing that matters is that first number is a 6. It's still BS13, but BS13 I think has gotten better overall because the average BS has gone down. I would say.
Yep.
Because of the fire team changes, so BS13 is completely defensible now.
Oh, hear that, MO players? BS13 is fast.
It is. It like genuinely, I think.
Everyone's complaining, Jordan. It's all right.
I know they are. Well, what do you mean MO players are complaining? They complain about fucking everything. Fucking MO players like the whiniest Pano players, and it's not even close.
The Seraph is too fast now. Oh no.
I mean, we're going to go on a really quick tangent. Didn't we say in our episode when we talked about the Seraph that it's not going to break the game because it's in MO, and unless MO is a good faction, the Seraph is fucking hamstrung by that?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Fucking Lost the Lieutenant called it again.
But Teutons are worse.
I know. Sorry, back to the Overdrawn, because I'm not doing enough to talk about how fucking good this thing is now. Albedo works the entire game. Like, this thing annihilates every MSV trooper in the game. Like, it's not even funny.
Yep.
It's got the ECM guided -6. Did it gain the firewall, or did it have that before?
It swapped the tin bot from the guided to the Albedo to the guided.
Oh, okay.
So it used to be Tinbot Albedo, Tinbot Firewall with ECM guided. Now the ECM guided is the Tinbot. I don't think that really makes much difference because you can't really duo it with much of anything that's going to be worried about ECM guided.
I think you're going to take the HRMC pretty much all the time. It's 62 points for ABS 13 HRMC that fucks every every MSV profile in the ass.
Yep.
This thing is like, I lost the Raicho, but we gained the Overdrawn, and it's remote presence as well, which is another notch into why you are going to take Dr. Worm so frequently, I think. This thing's so good, man. Like,
it was already good. It's just gotten better.
It was like the 4/4 move was such a killer on it. Like,
it's fine. You're taking there's a plasma sniper rifle. Like, it's fine.
I think. I mean, now you're taking the HRMC.
You're taking the HRMC every day now.
We'll point out in OCF you can duo it with a NCO Nexus engineer.
And we'll point out in combined, you can do it with a non-existent profile, which is Agent to Cast FTO.
Ooh.
Is that a leftover from the old Fire Team chart?
Yes, it is. You can also do it in vanilla combined with the Nexus engineer. So
there you go.
That actually might be a reason to take that over Dr. Worm potentially. Can we go back to the Overdrawn? This I like. If you take anything else from like this psychotic rant that I've been going on about Combined Army in general, this thing is insane. Like you may need to like peel back a few layers before it really like sets in. Like MSV has gotten so much worse because of Albedo's changes. This thing punishes so many things where previously Combined Army could sometimes struggle with it. Yep. Like the Morat like Deathball core, you didn't really have a great answer into that before. Now any type of MSV based core, you just kill it.
100%.
You just kill it dead. Like
now, Riot Girls, Black Air, all that shit.
Oh, this is fuck the Black Air in particular. It's like, oh no, I'm going to be shooting you on 10s. Enjoy being neg 6.
And realistically, to change a meta, you only need 2 or 3 profiles, good profiles with Albedo in 2 or 3 factions to actually make MSV kind of shit.
Yep. It's Overdrawn's so good. Cascuda, it got a multi-rifle instead of a combi rifle AP.
Oh, and it now has an ECM CCW.
It does. Did it have BS attack plus 2 damage before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because that was to raise the combi rifle.
It also has BS attack plus 1 burst. Levels. So it's burst 4 now. It was only burst 3 before.
Oh, Nick, how do you feel?
Honestly, meh. I don't think they changed it enough. As much as the changes that I would like to have seen on it, the realistic change I thought we might see but wasn't hopeful for was Parachutist.
Yeah.
I understand why it doesn't have it for fluff reasons, but I think it really needs Parachutist to make it viable.
Yep. That's fair. Did it go down in points or did it go up in points or did it not change?
Only Swick.
I think it went down half a Swick.
You might see it in Firefight. It'll guaranteed land in Firefight.
Yeah, you might see it in Firefight.
Unless they have an Evo to counter your Evo.
It also... It might still be viable depending on if we keep border skirmishes for a while.
Yes.
Oh, true. If that becomes like one of the new ITS rules that gets ported over, basically.
Border skirmishes is in this ITS season. Whether or not the next iteration of ITS 16 comes out before CanCon, we will keep border skirmishes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good sort of tough way of, again, delivering that ancillary remote.
That is another buff to it as well.
Tags overall have been buffed tremendously in a whole bunch of ways.
Yep.
Some got very specifically nerfed, which was needed.
Yeah.
Unidrons.
I don't think you play them. I think you can like do some like weird little fire teams with them. I think they are fire teamable in vanilla. Am I wrong?
You are incorrect.
You can harass them.
You can harass them now. Yeah.
Oh, cool! I was right. Yay. I don't know if it'll be a thing. If you like want like a defensive core, maybe like you do like a plasma sniper and like 2 of them and one of them in a nexus.
Yep.
One plasma sniper, 2 missile launchers. Bam.
Am I crazy there? I don't think I'm too crazy.
No, I mean, like for a Harris in combined, it's probably one of the more viable ones.
Yeah, I think it's something you could potentially look to do.
Especially if you decide to take an E-drone.
You can do 2 Unidrons and the Vector Plasma.
Okay,
That's probably if you want the MSV2 Mimetism ARO instead of just the regular ARO.
Yeah, there we go.
You can do that.
You can do that.
We get
M-drones.
We get M-drone 3 points for attack-aware if you want attack-aware.
Attack-aware is good.
Again, Triangular Fire is buffed. Yeehaw.
Yep. The best fucking TR bot.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the only one. It's the only one that pays half a Swick for their Thunderbolt profile.
Yes,
because it would be too good. It would be too good if it was
the Yujing Pano and Huck and O12 ones get the +1 burst Thunderbolt with no Swick.
Oh really? There you go.
Yeah.
Aleph I think Aleph do as well.
Yeah, the
the
basic
mimetism is
No,
why you're paying
Kev,
for it.
all vanillas got access to one Haris.
Yes. Yep.
2 duos and 1
Alright.
Haris.
No fancy
Yeah.
missile bot. Exactly the same.
No fancy missile bot, yeah. Again, you're going to be seeing guided has been adjusted well enough to where I think it's not going to be a plan A anymore, but it's still going to be included as a part of lists.
True. Yep. You're right. 5-team Haris can only be performed with the reinforcements mod.
Oh, okay. Oh well, sucks to suck then, I guess.
That must be a mistake because that's carried over from N4, I reckon. Because that's what it says.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'll go check in the army app on my phone. If we have 2 seconds.
I don't think I've seen it in other armies.
It's in every other army.
It's in every other army, and it's a holdover. That line has not been updated.
It's not in every other army. I'm looking at Pano right now. Maximum 1 5-team Haris. Nothing about reinforcements.
Okay.
I would find it very strange if they added all these fire teams and they could only be used in reinforcements.
Yeah.
So I would say it would be a mistake.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a mistake.
Oh
my god, Ikadrons, holy shit.
Wait, they got baggage?
They've always had
baggage.
No, sorry, I thought it was the Imatron for a second.
No, they have always had baggage. These got even better. Like Combined Army had the best baggage bot by a mile. They're so good. Like 9 points.
Is that just because of the baggage?
The baggage
they were insane before. They were the best.
No, I know that
because they're a corner guard with a fucking white flamethrower plus 1 burst and a flash pulse.
No, I get that, but they're even better now because baggage is just automatic in states phase.
Yeah, I think you probably might just try and take 2 of them, like in every list. I didn't before, but I think you probably do now.
Yeah.
Well, with 2 of them, you've still got the same repeater coverage, the same quarter guards with flamethrowers, and now you've covered most of your DZ with auto refill for baggage.
Yep. Bullshit. CA is bullshit. E-drones.
CA is so good. It
dropped
got
a point?
it got 1 point more expensive, I think.
I think it dropped a point. Double check. It doesn't really matter. And it's the same shit.
E-drones were 18 points.
There you
so
go.
Dropped a point. Did the Shrouded change?
I think they've dropped a point as well.
Did E-drones have terrain total? Because they've got terrain total now.
I believe they always had terrain total because they have dasers.
They don't have dasers.
They have dasers.
E-drones don't have dasers.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Nick's thinking Shrouded.
I thought you were on the Shrouded already.
It does have terrain total.
E-drones always had terrain total for special.
Reasons.
Yeah.
Right, got it. There you go.
It seems like the Shrouded has dropped a point.
Okay.
Yeah, some points drops. That's it.
I don't think anything, Kev's favorite profile, the Malignos.
Dropped points as well. I don't think the multi-sniper was 34. Don't think it's gained anything.
If it is, it's like 1.
Yeah. You didn't take them before, I don't think you take them now.
Probably not. Speculos have gone down.
Yeah. If you want to use your Speculo to deliver your agent to cache safely, you can absolutely spend 70 points doing that, my guy.
Fortunately, impersonation's been nerfed. It is only neg 3, not neg 6.
Oh, good.
How boring.
And if you, for whatever reason, run into a biovisor, they do now just pull you straight out of impersonation.
Yep.
Oh, so it doesn't have the layers. Okay.
Yep. But I think it still has the layers, but biovisors strip it away completely.
Yeah. Speculos weren't. I didn't see a lot of speculos in vanilla specifically. They were more of a Shaz thing.
Yeah.
Look, I think we're going to see an uptick in the number of speculos because there are a lot of people who are very, very into the idea of using them to land to cache.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think that's.
Sorry, that was before the smoke got the nerf.
Yeah,
that speculo's throwing smoke on a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope people second guess it now because you don't want to spend 3 orders just to give to cache a spot to land.
No.
I think you might see an uptick in speculos just because you'll have more points. And it's an easy toy to reach for when you're not quite sure what else to add.
And it's a natural CA tag counter.
Yes.
So potentially there as well.
Well, it's just a natural tag counter, right? Like it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Operators. Oops,
sorry. One other thing I forgot about it. The Overdrawn did gain is he gained a template weapon where I don't think it had one before. It got the boarding pistol.
Yes.
I don't think it had.
Yes, that was new.
Oh.
It did not have a template.
I don't think. It didn't have a template before. It has a template now, which is good.
So I think it had a multi-pistol or something.
There always
before.
has to be a broken CA tag.
Yep. Greif operators. How do we feel about Greif operators?
They're great. They dropped a point and half an SWC in the imp profile.
Yeah.
Did they gain a ballistic skill as well? Weren't they BS10?
No, they're
No.
boosted.
No.
Okay.
Same shit. Really?
Yeah.
Pretty much the same.
Same shit.
The rest of it.
Now we
You're
start.
not gonna hear about Greif's like fucking winning CC fights like you did in N4.
Yeah.
No, but they're cheaper and less swick, so easier to fit in.
Yep.
Oh my god, Dadarazzi. I don't think you're gonna leave. I don't think you're gonna leave home without 2 of these things
Man,
in every list.
AVA. No, you take 4. Fucking.
No, you don't. No, you don't take 4. I think you take 2, maybe 3.
Martial arts 4. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, no. I did not think they'd keep MA4. They've kept MA4. Their Dadarazzi specifically are one of the units where the Berserk changes are a buff. Yeah, they're just so good, man. Like,
if you charge into not a template, they'll just kill whatever they charge into.
reasonably, yeah. Even if you charge into like a CC specialist, like I think it's actually a toss up, which is funny.
Yeah.
You're still taking the 14-point profile pretty much every time. Look, I understand their smoke grenade technically got nerfed. I will trade throwing smokes on 17s for a 8-inch move that leads to a face-to-face roll.
A burst 2 fucking explode DA bullshit fucking ugh.
Yeah, like their weapon got better, like because they throw 2 shots now. He punches harder than Achilles too.
Yeah, true.
It's nice that they changed all of their CC weapons to DA just to unify them. Not like you take the other profiles, but at least now the other profiles are not automatically eliminated because they're shock.
I will say there is potentially an argument for taking the smoke grenade launcher because it is it's
but it's on 11s, it's worse.
But you can shoot out further. I'm just saying, potentially.
Okay, yeah, I could see the argument for taking 1 and then the rest chain rifles.
Yeah, I genuinely don't think you take 4. I think like 2 is going to be the standard.
Okay.
Because 14 points is like an investment.
Yeah,
like,
I'll take it.
It is a legitimate investment, especially when like your like low point warbands got worse.
Yeah.
Speaking of, these got worse because of the Berserk changes because they're only CC 20, so unless they're charging a mook, it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
They also now hit softer.
Yes, they do.
Because they didn't get a damage on their weapon relative to their fizz.
Yeah.
Their fizz 14, but they hit with a basic was it 8 now?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not going to sort of use these in the way they were previously used.
Climbing plus also worse as well. So
climbing plus also worse as well. Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, I suppose Berserk always delivered the explosive anyway.
Well, because they need to go unconscious is the thing. Like they can't just die.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
With the changes to climbing plus, you can't combine it with Berserk anymore.
No, you can't. You can't Berserk up into a building 12 inches.
It does mean when you impetuous move, you're not obligated to use climbing plus, which was a thing.
Oh, fair.
I don't think you ever were.
It's not even that.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, it's not that you're not even obligated now. You don't even have the option to use climbing plus.
Yeah.
For the first move, anyway. I think you might be able to clear climb as a second skill.
I believe you can.
Movement skill, yeah.
But
I think you're gonna see some number of these, like one of these every now and then in the list, just because like 4 points is a nice number if you have like that one slot left.
I feel like you're going to be seeing these other ones a bit more if you can fit them in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like Predator, yeah. These 3 warbands got. These were like where Combined actually like copped a slap on the wrist, basically. I'll take that slap on the wrist for everything else, though.
It's a pretty big slap on the wrist, to be honest.
It is a huge slap on the wrist. Like, you're not trading up with these warbands anymore. They're just there.
Yeah, you're not really scared of them as much anymore.
No. Tigers especially, because there isn't much to say about predators. You're gonna, again, I don't think you're gonna take them very often. You're gonna take tigers. They've lost the chain cult, which is sad.
I'm not sure if that is a typo, or because with Jaiths, they have a pet preda profile that has the chain cult. So one of those is a typo.
Yeah, the pit patrol kept its kept its thing.
Yeah, so one of those is the typo. I'm not sure which.
Or it's just like a slightly better tiger, because it's like the argument there is like the Jaith strapped a fucking chain cult to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you're still going to see these. Again, they're not going to do the thing they used to do, where you would berserk something like a Den McConnelly, another random warband that's like double its points. You're not going to see that anymore, basically.
They're not berserking Sheshkin and killing her in one order.
No, they couldn't do that before, because she would gain the wounds back.
Sorry, Zelen Krager can't berserk a Sheshkin and kill her in one wound.
Yeah, exactly. You're still going to take them just because they're like your lowest of low end. They're just a lot worse. If they gain the chain cult back, that'll be something. But I don't know if they will. Viral CCW is nice because it gets around the immunity armor stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, you'll berserk to cash with one of these.
All right. You dirty boy.
Because it's an actual fight for Takash, because he's only MA1.
Yeah. All right.
He's hitting on 18s.
What army do you want to talk about, Jacob?
Fuck it, I'll do Bakunin.
Ooh la la.
Oh, let's just
Bakunin. Oh, look, the first profile is fucking nothing.
Yeah, nothing except for having deployable cover and the armed turret with combi rifle. Uhahu is pretty sure the same. Zoe and Pywell, I actually haven't deactivated. Zero pain, engineer.
I think she might have gone down in points, and she's immune BTS.
Yeah, immunity BTS. Hold on, let's take a look. Repeater, forward observer, sensor, triangular fire. That's all. Yeah, she's pretty much all the same. What's her final points?
45 42. Pywell triangulated fire is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, that's about it. But everything else is the same for Zoe and Pywell. Moderators are punch.
They lost their long range. They've only got a Spitfire.
No, again, I think there's a bunch of like profiles that don't have the sniper rifle. I'm gonna at the moment err on the side that they are just missing.
Sure.
Nah.
Avicena didn't really change at all.
Immune from Bioimmune.
Actually, now I think about it, she's 1 point more expensive.
Yep.
So
is it the immune arm?
Yeah, there is. With Bakunin, there's a lot of like points movement. We'll go through it.
Yep. Warcore's the same.
Warcore's a Warcore. Fiddler, we already gone through.
She got nerfed.
Gone again. Gone up point.
So actually, hold on. If I can say something in regards to Fiddler, the really good like Bakunin Haris that you used to see super often of the Riot Girl Spitfire, Avicenna, and Fiddler is like the 1 point more expensive, and it's still just as good as it was before.
Yeah, it's
actually better.
Yeah, because of we'll get to the Riot Girls.
The contender is naturally burst 2 now.
And T2.
And T2, yeah. So it's probably better.
The Riot Girls did get a bit of an
bonus. Sorry, I just wanted to jump in with that really quickly.
Yeah, there is no change to the Mars Spider. The same points, same everything. Casino Rounders, biometric visor has obviously gotten a little bit better. But other than that, it's got a boarding pistol. Is really the only thing that's different about it.
He gets double cucked by Albedo.
Yeah, I suppose he does.
No, I wish that was how it worked.
lizard
Yeah,
profile
well,
is hot garbage. Sorry, the lizard pilot, I should say.
Well, I mean, it's a nothing. It's the exact same
it
as
is a
like any
nothing
basic
burger.
ones.
It is the most nothing burger.
Yeah.
Moira's.
So again, okay, Moira's. So they haven't changed a huge amount, except that they have been given
They
6
lost
cents
Frenzy.
basic in their profile. They did lose frenzy, which is great because that means that when they kill something, they don't lose cover. What that has meant though is that they've gone up a little bit in points.
Well, that's how unfortunately how that would have to work, because you can't have a frenzy discount and get to keep that if they lose frenzy.
Well, you say that, but we'll get to it later. Next one.
Healers.
Healers have gone down a tiny bit in
Healers
points.
only used to be Mim 3, they're now Mim 6.
Oh boy.
That's true, actually, that is true. I think they've either said the same or gone down a little bit in points. Again, unfortunately, they're overshined by their big boss, Wabera. Custodians. This is actually kind of good. So they've lost a BS. They used to be BS 13. That was which they did.
Did they gain stealth, or did they have that before?
No, it's a bit hard because some Bakunins had it, some Bakunins didn't. So like some Reverends did and some didn't. They have gone down in BS. They used to be 13.
Right.
But what they have, but in saying that, they've gone down a bunch in points, whereas the Picture Hacking Device Plus used to be more than 30 points. I think it was 31 points.
Yeah.
It was the best profile as well. It was the only one I saw taken.
Yeah, it was really good. It was just a little bit too expensive, and now it's good. The fact that it's gone down in points is good.
Well, hold on. Sorry, can you go back?
Yeah.
The lieutenant. Oh no, the lieutenant's the same points. Sorry, I was looking at the boarding shotgun. Yep, 28 points.
Prowlers, immunity arm. Specialist operative across the board.
Yeah, so I think they may have gained that specialist operative. Immunity arm, I think they already had bioimmunity.
HD infiltrating disco baller. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so obviously that's a little bit of a change.
And silence pistol if you manage to get behind someone and pop them in the back of the head.
But again, I'm not sure with the points on that one.
Slightly less, I think.
Yeah, I never took Prowlers much considering how cheap zeros were.
Right. There's no universe where like Bakunin give a shit about the disco baller, right? Because you have Uberfall Commando. Right?
Well, except for now that the smoke is not as reliable.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, like this one, you just put it down. Okay, Sin Eaters. So with the changes to fire teams and everything like that, and the reduction in BS, Sin Eaters have both come down in points and have just become more valuable because of their neurocynetics. Right.
Yeah.
So you've got a marksmanship multi-sniper rifle that in ARO gets 2 bursts and shoots on 16s.
That's cheaper SWC.
Yep, it's just cheaper across the board, as well as if you...
I mean, it's 1.5, one SWC instead of 1.5 for just the base multi-sniper.
Well, didn't the marksmanship one 32 points? Like,
yeah, it's gone down a lot.
It's got all of them have gone down a lot. I'm pretty sure the marksmanship sniper rifle and the HMG were the same points, and they've obviously now gone down, and they were both above 30 before. They've both gone down to 28. I think you might see the Sin Eater now. I'm not sure necessarily which one you'll see out of the HMG and the Marksman Sniper Rifle. I think, probably the Sniper Rifle's your safe bet.
Yeah. It cancels out fighting other mimetism.
Yeah, exactly. Kusanagi has dropped dramatically in points. Whereas her Spitfire used to be above 40, it's now 35.
It's AP.
Yeah, she may have gained AP.
It was AP.
I think it was. Yeah, I had a feeling it was.
Don't think it was.
No, I think it was just a normal Spitfire.
I think it was a
Okay.
normal ass Spitfire, boys.
Yeah.
Wow, she was bad.
I'll look. Yeah, she was not great before. She makes a lot more sense now. She's also gained 3 BTS. She used to be 0.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She's also special ops across the board, where I feel like it was only the multi-rifle profile that was before.
No, she was special operative. Across the board. Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know what had a flash pulse, and Tristan doesn't know what a specialist is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Orphans have gotten cheaper pretty much across the board, except for maybe the multi-marksmanship rifle that may have stayed the same. But the engineer repeater used to be 23. The engineer used to be 18, and the orphan submachine gun that may have stayed the same. I'm not sure. They gained a boarding pistol, which is great because with some of the Harrises, it's a nice little like template defense corner piece.
Can you still do the tag orphan duo? Is that's still a thing?
I think so. At the very least, you could do it with the Mars Spider further down.
Yes, but it doesn't count as pure or anything.
Oh, there's no universe it would.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean, you could take. You could take. Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
Double stick.
You could. I don't know if you've got the aviator do. I suppose you have to.
We do.
There. Yeah.
So they wouldn't give you max 2 stigmatizing of my team if you couldn't take 2.
Initiated. I never super liked. They have gone down in points. Might make the infiltrating mine layer deploy repeater a bit more useful. As I said before, you just have to be careful with it because you can, like, you put a repeater in the middle of a zone when you're not necessarily prepared to use it or it's staying there. You can get caught with like a hacker right next to it.
It's a Moran we have at home. Because it has a deployable repeater. Like it's fucking it infiltrates. It sits on. You can like sit it wherever you want. The fucking repeater can sit on top of a roof. Like they were used before. 100%, right?
Nah, I've never seen.
I didn't see them at all.
Okay, okay, I'm a crazy. I might just be a crazy.
No, when you had linked pictures.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, and they've gained a nice bonus with the breaker pistol +1 burst
or a boarding pistol on the parachuter's killer hacker might be interesting.
Yeah, that's a cheap killer hacker.
Wibera, holy crap, she's way cheaper.
Dropped like 6 points.
Oh yeah, because she has the frenzy discount. Because again, because it fucks in a fire team still.
Yep. She gained Berserk. I certainly don't think she had that before.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
No, I don't think she did.
Was she Doctor 2 root? Or was she Doctor +3?
No, she was Doctor +3 before.
There you go.
No. Oh, so, really? They swapped that around. Okay.
So they swapped that around. Everything else is much the same. Martial arts level 2, which is nice. Which has stayed the same but gotten better because she's got the pseudo.
No, that's martial arts 3.
Martial arts 3 is the one that has the special die. Yeah, martial arts 2 is the same as it was in
right.
In
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she's identical. I suppose. Yeah, she's identical as far as that, but she's gotten significantly cheaper. Also got, because she's lost the template with the shotgun. The pulsar is now +1 burst.
Can I jump in for a second?
I don't think I can stop you.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely. You could tell me to shut up.
No, go for it.
2 things. 1, she punches as hard as Achilles. I just feel like I need to keep bringing that up.
Fair enough.
Because it's fucking dumb. 2, just as like a sort of overarching thing, I love that like the frenzy discount isn't just it's a frenzy discount, but it's in a fire team, so it doesn't matter. That actually matters now. I love that matters. I love that CV decided, no, if you have frenzy, it fucking matters. You're cheaper for it, and as you can see in the case of Wabara, way cheaper for it. But if you kill a thing, you are fucking angry now, and you have limited cover, and that matters, and I'm glad that matters. It annoyed me that it didn't matter before, and like a Steel Phalanx player would be like, oh no, you see, like, Phoenix is fair because of the frenzy discount, but he's in a fire team, so it doesn't matter.
Still,
And
Phalanx players are crying.
Good.
Oh yeah, that's why I did this. I didn't want to just rage the entire time. Is Frenzy still states phase, or is it as soon as you kill something?
It's states phase.
States
Space
phase.
phase.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because that means like, well, you get a turn. All right, next one onto the heavy infantry.
Ooh,
Okay, so right girls, mostly the same, especially in terms of points. I think.
Got combat instinct.
Yes, the main thing is that they got combat instinct. So
and they've dropped a couple points.
And are they only pure in their own fire team still?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So
I mean,
you cannot...
you're still gonna get up to like you're still gonna get up to like the +1 BS if you do them into the moderators. So it's not the worst. Combat instinct.
But no sixth sense. No sixth sense is the important part there.
Yes, like combat instinct, you get like halfway there ish, but yeah.
They're pure with Avicenna and Fiddler still.
Yeah, they're pure with Avicenna and Fiddler, which is important. But like you can't do the stupid four moderators and a Riot Girl now, where it had sixth sense and you couldn't interact with it favorably.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Exactly. It's they're much the same. I will note that they got a disco baller on the multi-rifle profile.
Oh, okay.
Very counterintuitive.
I suppose. Well, it's Eclipse, so if you need to like move past something, I guess you can use it. Do note they don't have a deactivator on that profile, so you get one turn of it.
Yeah.
Taskmaster. Okay, so we'll go over the things that haven't changed, and I get over to the obvious things. Nothing much has changed. They have dropped a little bit in points. As far as that, right? I will get to it. I will get to it. However, this is probably the first one we've dealt with that has the new rule FT Master.
Good rule.
So the Taskmaster sort of had it before, but it was that thing you saw on the fire team chart that said that when they link with these guys, they become regular.
They had the version of it that actually like made sense. The one that didn't make sense was White Banner with like Liang Kai and the monks. That one didn't make sense and was dumb. This was the good one, and they've just used that as the template now.
What did Liang Kai's one do?
So Liang Kai and Jinquo were not required to form the fire team, so the monks could just be in a fire team and not be regular.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, I see.
It was dumb.
Yeah. Most of the profiles haven't changed here. They've all still got crazy koalas. The heavy rocket launch is still the same. The basic Red Fury is still the same. The only lieutenant option for the Taskmaster is the Red Fury one.
How many points did the rocket launcher go down?
I'm not sure.
Wasn't it like 40 points before?
No, it was like 37 or 38.
Yeah. Okay. No, it was 42.
Yeah. Holy shit! Like,
wow.
8-point
Okay.
Discount.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Holy crap. And then you've got the new Taskmaster profile, which is the Red Fury one, non-lieutenant, but it has strategic deployment. That's kind of... I think that one's kind of neat for putting like Morlocks or Zellenkriegers up the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or Denma.
Or Denma.
Yeah, any of them. Though, I mean, technically, Denma doesn't need to be in the FT Master.
Technically, you don't have to do it with Morlocks, Zellenkriegers, or whatever. You can do it with wildcards as well. Like, it's not locked to that FT Master rule. It's just, it's just strategic deployment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, no, I was talking about Connolly doesn't need to be in the FT Master brackets because he's already regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can do it with whatever you want. So you could do it with like a Riot Girl and Uhahu, or a Riot Girl duo with Avicenna and Fiddler, and they just run off and become pure after it breaks.
Might be an interesting way of throwing like Robin Hook at people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's been a pretty big points discount across the board for him, but as far as like the profiles go, he hasn't really changed all that much.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing a lot of him.
Yeah. I think we might see a little bit more of the penitent observance. I never saw much of them. As far as skills go, they've gained Warhorse, so they did not have before.
What the fuck?
However, if you take a
God.
look at their weapons, they've also gotten cheaper. But if you take a look at their weapons, you might notice that they're all continuous damage.
Yeah, I'm taking the AP Spitfire, please.
Yeah, so you're gonna take it has Red Fury continuous damage, Emarat, Red Fury continuous damage, EM, grenade launcher +1 burst. And then there's got one profile which is all BS attackers continuous damage, AP Spitfire, which also means that AP heavy pistol is also fire.
Yep, all for 37 points.
Yeah, you might actually take these now. Holy shit.
Yeah. They're pretty fucking
They gotta
nuts.
sell those Bakunin boxes. They have too many.
So many of them.
Wow. Yeah, so they're great.
Does she have a fire team?
She does.
Yep, she has her own fire team.
Does she?
The Observance fire team. And she has to be in it.
She's pure with a Cenobite.
Yeah, you can stick a fucking Cenobite with her.
Yeah, it's a super cheap fire team.
Well, no, yeah, you put like the rocket launcher in there.
No, Cenobites got more expensive though. So.
No, they got cheaper. They got cheaper by a point.
Were they 21 points? I thought they were cheaper.
Yeah, they were 21 points. They got cheaper.
So did the rocket launcher get more expensive?
Yeah, so here's the thing. You know how you were talking about like the frenzy discount making they got cheap. They got cheaper.
These were undercosted before. You do not get to complain about Cenobites not going down in.
No. I'm not complaining. That's what I'm saying. They got frenzy, lost impetuous, right, and now they're like instead of having what would be, I guess, no cover because they're impetuous, they now get limited cover, but only after they kill something. The profiles haven't changed, but they've got Martial Arts 3, which is obviously better. Which is probably to make up for the fact that their heavy pistol +1 burst profile can't use the heavy pistol to gain the burst.
Yeah.
Same difference.
I guess.
I mean,
I guess.
It's whatever.
I guess. But yeah, so they're all the same. Chain rifle +1 burst, flash pulse, a light shotgun. Both of those are 20 points. Then you've got the heavy rocket launcher, light shotgun for 26 points. They've all gone down by 1.
Yeah, that's gross.
And that chain rifle profile is better.
I point out one thing. I still haven't decided whether this existed before or not. But now the fact that you have the ability to guarantee... Oh, no, it's only in active phase. That's right, Nick. You told me it wasn't as good. I was going to mention the command token forcing things to fail guts even after you've rolled.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the most times you would want to use that are not in your turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
well. They get to keep level 3 as well, so they punch with the special die. Yep. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I think they kept it because they lost the burst with the heavy pistol.
Oh, hey, look, it's a useless profile.
Demonist Observance. Look, it's got a lot of nice skills. It hasn't really changed as far as things go. It has dropped significantly in points.
Does it have a lot of nice skills?
You're still going to take 2 moderators.
Yeah, look, it's unfortunate. The matter of the fact is, even with that extra lieutenant order, you don't have a huge amount of profiles that can use it. It's like the Reverend Moiras. And I think that's
it lost templates. It lost flame
templates.
templates.
No, it got the boarding templates.
I said it lost flame templates.
Oh no!
So it's kind of poop. Yeah,
the
pistol's fine.
The rounder as well.
Yeah. So I maybe in vanilla Nomads if you get the lieutenant profile, but that's the only reason I can see using it.
The rounder is just sort of worse in general because it used to be like it used to be in the
mixed links
piece of glue and 4 dickheads fire teams, and now those aren't a thing.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be how I sort of envisioned it, which is in a Harris getting that extra special dice and using the marksmanship.
Did Robin Hook get better? I like Robin Hook a lot.
Dropped a point.
Yeah, forward deployment.
Immunity enhanced is worse. Super jump 8. That's big.
Yeah, super jump 8's a thing.
Climbing plus as well.
Up one, down the other. light shotgun, I guess technically you could say it got worse because the light shotgun doesn't have the template anymore. She doesn't really have a lethal template. She's obviously got the emitter. I suppose at the very least she's got the super jump 8 inches, so she's faster. So using her as like a mobile repeater,
Did she have booty
like
before?
works.
She had booty before.
Yeah,
Okay.
she had booty before. I remember because once someone rolled MSV1 and then did white noise through her, and then realized that two white noise guys couldn't see each other.
Hell yeah.
The lizard.
Yeah, okay.
Holy
So
fuck, he's cheap.
What a cheap boy.
Yes. So yeah, went down in points.
Wait, why is the lizard a repeater?
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, he's getting a repeater. Didn't see that one before.
The lizard was a repeater in N4.
The iguana
No, that's
was
the
a repeater.
iguana.
Oh, it was the iguana. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
You take these, right? Like it's like a cheap BS14 multi HMG, right? Like you just
EM
take
grenade,
this.
a grenade launcher, EM grenade launcher.
Like
So it's had like not again. It's got the repeater. It's gone down in points. The weapon profiles are much the same, except for they've taken the reinforcement one and shoved it into its actual profile.
The BS14 is just a lot more important now. Like, because again,
Yeah.
it fights so many fire teams on equal footing where previously it just didn't. It's 64 points. Like, this is just so cheap. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, it's a quote unquote like basic tag profile, but yeah.
oh,
But
it's as meat and potatoes as it comes.
It
But
also
it's like
carries around its own white noise field, basically.
Yes, that's
yeah,
probably
with the it does. Oh my god, no, it's even better because of the nuns.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is dope. No, this is
Yeah.
sick. This hunts so many different types of problematic units. Hell yeah.
Bakunin totally needs to get better.
So 8 points cheaper, picked up a repeater, did it get the grenade launchers as well?
No, I think it already had the grenade and the EM grenade launcher.
No, I don't think it had EM. I think it just had a regular grenade launcher like
It had a
Squalor.
It had a regular grenade launcher. It had EM mines.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Sticky
that.
boy.
Stigmata, one I really, really know.
Looks exactly the same.
If I remember, it
Wait,
is
no,
identical. Identical but cheaper.
It did go down in points.
Yeah.
It went down in points.
What was it before? 58?
Yeah, it's not a huge discount.
Oh, surely there are some good lists where you're playing like Evelyn's list from the Canberra tournament where you're playing a Stig and a Lizard.
Yeah. It gets a lot better.
Yeah,
Oh, the what's it called? The Reptile Zoo.
No, that was Vanilla Nomads because you took a bunch of the named ones.
You took all the other tags.
Yeah.
Stemplar?
Yeah, so Stemplar,
same shit.
Same thing.
Reaction boy.
Yeah, so reaction. This is like your meat. This is the basic sort of reaction profile, right? So
No,
machine gun,
it's not because it's got the climbing plus, so it's more expensive.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
1
Yeah,
point.
it does have the climbing plus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but JSA is still paying the Eugene tax and not getting climbing plus, so it's still paying the 24 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck JSA.
You
don't get any special.
Same. Meteorzond is
super jump, jet propulsion.
Yeah, the same except for the super jump, which again it's because it combat jumps down and gets super jump. So jet propulsion.
Triangulated fire with an EM carbine.
On combat jump and parachute.
Wait, hold on. That light shotgun.
Yeah, it's different, my boy.
Yeah.
Did we also? I assume this has been checked already, and I'm learning this for the first time. EM carbines. There's no universe they're lethal, right? They're just
they're not
they're non-lethal. They're non-lethal.
Thank God.
So the light shotgun EM profile is new.
Yeah, it seems like you can triangulate fire with weapons of less than 3 burst now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at that going combat jumper parachutist with an EM and triangulated fire. That hunts mimetism tags.
Yeah, it would shut down tags really well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Flashy boys are the same.
Yeah.
Cyclones have gotten way cheaper.
Yeah, so they used to be above 30 points.
Yep, but
they're now obviously sub 30 points. But as far as like skills and everything else goes, they're much the same. That said, nice to see that you could sit them with a baggage bot and just piss out pictures the entire game.
Easy.
Ludicods have, I think the main difference is they got forward deployment.
And a Thunderbolt. Hey, Jordan, you love Thunderbolts?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, howdy, do I love the most boring weapon in the fucking game.
Yeah. Which could have been nice if it had the +1 burst or something, but yeah, it's...
They move 8-2.
Didn't even notice
it. Shit. They move 8-2.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Guess what? Ohotniks get T2. I forgot about that. But Ohotniks are T2 now.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, boy.
So the Thunderbolt really is the most boring weapon in the game.
Yeah. Quickly take a look at the remotes for me. The helper bots. Just want to see something. Yeah, okay. The Ariadne ones are only 2.
Because they're 4-4.
Oh, are they? Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't think they have any BTS.
Yeah. Sure, this is all the same.
Yep.
Cool.
Vostok went down. For some reason, you get 2 really weird profiles.
Because one of them is linkable and one of them is
Yeah, but it's like, why does the linkable one lose 1 damage? Like, it seems a bit weird.
Because you don't... Because why is it also not a repeater?
Yeah, it's a little weird. I feel like the FTO one is something that you put with 2 moderators. Oh, sorry, 1 moderator and the clockmaker, because that makes like a pure, you get the extra burst, and you have them run around with a Vostok.
Yeah.
That's about it. Obviously, this is just like it's flat been nerfed, especially because of
Did zeros get better? I love zeros.
I think they dropped a point.
Yeah, it's just point.
It's
just point change. It's anything, it's points changes.
They seem pretty much identical.
Paramine.
Except they got a Paramine.
What's the change to emitter, Kev?
Okay,
cool. HMG rangebands.
That's probably why that's probably why they're getting more expensive across the board.
And burst 2.
Okay, I saw the burst 2. I didn't notice the range.
Why the fuck is Brand 27 points?
Okay, so the reason Brand's 27 points is he's
got a CC weapon now. That's good.
Yes, so I'll go through it quickly. He has his over infiltration is worse, right? Instead of doing it on 16s, he only does it on 13s. He actually, to be honest, that might actually be it.
He gains Berserk. He gains immunity BTS.
Yeah.
Super jumps.
It's really honestly, it's just the fact that his infiltration is worse.
You always take the SMG one with EM grenades. Just fuck a boarding shotgun.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you over infiltrate him? I don't think you do. You just stick him with the 24-inch line.
I think what you do now is you stick him on the 24-inch line, and you either use Berserk to run him up, or you use Super Jump.
Super Jump. He's 6'6".
Super Jump 6'6".
I was about to say, was he 6'2" before, or was he 4'4" before?
He was 6'2"
No,
before.
6'2".
Oh, he was 6'2" before. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's... Wow. Well, no, the biggest change here is surely the fucking DACC weapon, right?
Yeah, it is.
He actually kills things.
Actually, he still has a template. He's got the boarding pistol.
Yeah, he does. That's why you take the SMG.
He lost his break the combi rifle.
Oh, no. Yeah. Not the break the combi rifle.
Morlocks. What the fuck is a Cobra pistol?
It's it's the only pistol with a CC profile.
That's so funny.
Okay. So
it has a CC profile.
Alright. It's damage 13 CC with shock.
Yes. So again, you've still got the choice between taking an assault pistol or the EMCC
or the DA
combat weapons. Right. Well, yeah, I mean DA CC you only really take if you need anti-material. Obviously, really the only thing that's changed is the fact that they've been given no cover. So when the Taskmaster,
like the smoke is like smoke on 13s is markedly worse than on 14s.
Oh yeah, I'm talking like
profile changes.
Just on them. Yeah, just on them is the no cover. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are just kind of worse. Luckily, they're still cheap.
They're 6 like you're gonna put them in your like Taskmaster team and it'll be fine. But I think
thank Jesus.
Yeah, I am so glad that I got to play the Chimera at her peak, but I knew this was coming. Right, this is pretty much the Chimera being returned back to
some semblance of normalcy.
Oh, thank God! It doesn't have martial arts. Praise Jesus.
Maybe halfway to its N3 profile, so it still has a CC -3, still has Natural Born Warrior, CC 24 viral combi rifle. It's still, for the most part, the Chimera you know and love, but it no longer has any sort of martial arts.
You can flash pulse the cunt.
Yeah, immunity enhanced instead of total.
Yeah,
you could flash pulse the cunt. Like, this is sick.
Still got a combi rifle.
Shit now.
Yeah.
Yes. Still got combi rifle. Still got nanopulsar. Still got Eclipse grenade. However,
it only comes with 3 Pupniks.
It only comes with 3. You can so it's technically cheaper by a single point, but you cannot not take 3 Pupniks.
Oh, you can. Sorry, you can't flash pulse it, but you can glue it. That's important.
Yeah, you can glue it
because it's immunity enhanced. Thank you, Ivory.
They're not immune to stunned.
Oh, they're not immune to stun. Right.
No, immunity enhanced is not immune to stunned. It's called out specifically in the rules.
Fuck, Ivory.
God, Ivory, read the fucking rules.
Ivory doesn't know how to read the rules.
So, look, with this, I'd have to see how the state of the game is to say whether you keep taking it, but...
You take it for Eclipse. That's it.
You take it for Eclipse. Well, you take it for Eclipse in the fact that if you gang up on something with, like, 3 bursts, you're probably still gonna fucking
that's always been, like, sort of the Chimera's thing, is it was more about the fact that you could dogpile with, like, 3 dice or whatever.
No, like, its mobility is arse now.
Like, well, no, it's still 6'4" movement.
Yeah, but it's failing, like, an extra 20% of its fucking smoke rolls.
Well, yeah, it's like riskier now for sure, but like you're still gonna take one of these. Like it's 3 bodies for 19, with 4 bodies for 19 points.
Sure, you're gonna take it, but it's not gonna be the first turn Alpha Strike run across the table.
No, it's and that's a good thing. Like that was done before. Like there's like they're not markedly worse enough to where it's not gonna be like taken. It's still gonna be taken. Like maybe a little bit less than it was previously, but it's still gonna be taken a bunch.
It's no longer like the solution to almost everything in your opponent's DZ that's a problem.
No, that's what it was the next profile.
Yeah, like it's no longer like it's no longer, you know, the square peg goes in the round hole of fucking units.
Yeah. Alright, so Wolfgang Amadeus 6'2". Was he 4/4 before?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. His Berserker's obviously freaking nuts. His BS continuous damage, coming plus. I mean, yeah, it's got worse, but whatever.
So he's gained immunity arm. He's gained BS attack continuous damage, and he's
gained that special dice because he's MA3.
Yep. He has a +1 burst multi rifle that is linkable with moderators. Surely.
Ooh.
And I think he had the +1 burst before.
Yeah, he did, but what I'm saying is he's effectively burst 4.5 with just a moderator.
Yeah. And he's down 4 points. I feel like he was 38.
No, 1 point. He's down 1 point.
Right, down 1 point. Okay.
What a boy. He's good.
And I don't think he had dodge +3 or dodge 2 inches either.
He had both of those.
Probably had the 2 inch.
Did he?
Yeah.
Shit.
I never took him in Bakunin. Might have to now. Wait, you said he was pure with moderators.
Yeah, he counts as a moderator.
He counts as a moderator. However, you would need 2 moderators because you can't duo them. You have to Harry them.
Yeah, Harry score them.
That's fine.
Yeah. I think, is this the first Zellenkrieger we've seen?
He's not a Zellenkrieger.
No, the next one.
The next one.
Yes.
Much the same.
Yeah.
is not a huge amount of change. I would.
There's no change.
You can't do burst 2 with the heavy pistol anymore.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
which is why all of them have gained a DACCW.
Thank God.
Yeah, but other than that, they're identical.
Yeah.
And going on to the extreme Zellenkrieger, same thing.
Got more expensive, I think. I think they were 9 points.
I think it's gotten cheaper.
I think they were 9. I don't think they were 11.
They both have metachemistry reroll now, right? Like that was the difference before. Where
they were
Extreme
9
didn't
points.
Have it.
Yeah, they were 9 points.
Yeah.
The extreme Zellenkrieger's gained metachemistry reroll
and immune BTS.
Oh, that's right.
They had immune viral.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think you take him. Well, actually,
I mean, you might for the Fizz 15 smoke throw.
But they're S5. They're too big.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I'm just giving one reason to actually take them.
Extra
that's
fizz.
the only one I can think of.
Extra fizz is correct.
Denmar's still great. Now that he can berserk with it being face to face.
His punch got worse, right? Because he had a different set of CC skills before, right?
No.
No, same.
No, I'm pretty sure this is the exact same.
Yeah.
Okay. So, no, my apologies. I thought he had like MA2 before or something. My bad.
No, he wasn't that lucky.
Essentially, he was supposed to be like a slightly better Zellenkrieger.
He still is a slightly better. Yeah,
he's still Caledonian.
Well, no, but like I'm saying that lore-wise, he was slightly better. Hence, why he's got the martial arts. Yeah, really, the only thing that's changed for him is the fact that Berserk has changed.
Yep.
Yeah, and he is one of those units that is a little bit afraid with the Berserk now.
I'm still high on the GoPod.
Yeah, GoPod's still brilliant. 33, like, if we compare it to whatever the hell the Hakazlan was called, they're about the same points. I think the heavy rocket launcher is like 2 more points than the cheapest one for Hakazlan. And we're looking at, it's got, the little GoBot that goes with it. It's got BS attack -3, burst 3, like a burst 3 heavy rocket launcher, or a burst 4 submachine gun. Right, it's 2 wounds. This is awesome. I really, really like this one. This one, I feel like of all of them, this one is the one that I feel like I'd most likely see.
The other thing that it has over the Hakazlan one is that when you activate it and move it, you get to say "GoBots roll out." I feel like that's important.
Well,
you do.
Let's quickly.
The GoBot. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go on.
The GoBot is a good point because it functions as a mini auxilia.
Yeah.
Yep. I do want to do O12, but just quickly, let's look at the second Hakazlan bot.
Oh, true. It's a lot better.
I can't remember which. It might be in vanilla. Yeah. It is this. It has 3 structure and albedo with a Spitfire.
Oh, it's huge.
No.
Wait, that might just
it also has a operator.
It is 3 structure, but it has an escape system at 2.
Yep.
No, this is just the best flyer. Hold on, this is just the best one, right?
Look at that! Look at that operator. Sick as.
Except that it has no mimetism.
It doesn't
have albedo.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't
can't
work
have
against
mimetism if it's got albedo.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying that, like, a lot of the game can still actually shoot and take it out.
Jacob's completely correct. It's like it's probably not the best one actually. Like, because that was my knee jerk was that it's the best one. Jacob's right. It's definitely not the best one.
Specialized.
It's specialized, yeah.
Because Hakazlan on average has less.
Does escape system still drop a smoke?
It drops Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Oh, so it's still fine against non MSV profiles.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway,
I mean, interesting that the operator actually keeps the albedo.
Yeah.
Operator keeps the albedo and keeps the full ballistic skill.
Yep.
Yeah, which is nice.
All right, Tristan.
All right, Kappas. They got nerfed because fuck us.
Yeah,
Hackers 1 more point. Makes me the big sad.
We're doing vanilla O12? Good.
We are doing vanilla O12. No, it's alright. We're going to go through quick. Alpha. The chain of command dropped 4 points to be the same cost as the lieutenant.
Oh, good.
Biovise is better, obviously. Yep, pretty stock standard.
Yeah, no, it's literally just a Shukra.
A fat Shukra.
It's a fat Shukra.
For some reason, the links got more expensive on the Killer Hacker and Specialist, I want to say, but the Sniper is kind of the same cost. You might see it more as the meta of defense evolves for the game. It might be less link teams and high burst and more Mim 6, that kind of thing. That's what I think anyway. The Sirius dropped a point.
Okay.
You
just want to get to the blue coats. I can already feel it.
Fuck blue coats. Cyber Ghost is exactly the same, thanks to Ivory. Fuck you, Ivory. Stop taking them. Classic engineer shit. We get a deployable cover, except our armed turret is a +1 burst adhesive launcher rifle.
How boring.
Did you not you kept the Monstrucker though, right, in 012, or did they lose that?
No, we got the Monstrucker.
You just take the Monstrucker then.
Yep, absolutely you can do that if you want. The Psycop got a really cool profile. MSV1 multi-marksman nanopulsar, armed turret thunderbolt.
Oh, that's cool.
It also has combat instinct and X-Visor. So the multi-marksman can reach out to 32 at zeros, I think. Something like that. For some reason, Cho for free gets a multi-rifle.
Okay.
I won't say no.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Blue coats get 6 cents. They have a CC
Oh no,
pistol.
I was wrong. It's the jack boots you wanted. I was thinking.
The jack boots are cool.
Coats.
The jack boots are cool.
That's the one you want to get to. I thought it was I got the names mixed up.
Blue coats. No one takes them with vanilla. They're shit. Law keepers. These are a bit weird because, well, they're kind of shit now because they can't have cover.
Yep. Well, they've got limited cover.
Yeah, but you're hitting them on flats, and they're only BS12. So their whole thing now is like throw side bots at things and try and drop heavy right stopper templates on it.
Well, yeah, they've still got like mimetism. Like, if this is what bikes have to do now, that's fine by me. Like, they were probably a little bit too good when they had full cover if they turned off Impetuous.
Yeah, I don't think he's dropped enough in points to really justify that, though. Because realistically, you're shooting at it, you're on flats, the bike's a BS12, and it's a 25-point Red Fury with a chain rifle. Like,
I mean, it's just like shooting a thing that doesn't have mimetism. Like, the only...
Yeah, exactly.
The only situation... Yeah, like, it's fine.
It's a 25-point Red Fury that moves 8.6. You're like, whatever. Parvati. Not as spicy as the Sophatech. I don't think.
Did you drop 2 points?
She dropped 2 points, but she's basically the same.
She's just the same. Yeah, I'm not...
Yeah.
Super Jump's really cool.
6'6".
Super Jump is actually good because then she just flies towards whatever she needs to heal or an objective or whatever. Raven Eyes are exactly the same, except Cyber Minds now affect everything, which is really nice. Ment Agents, for some reason, get a point cheaper. 14-point cock, baby.
Well,
wait, hold on. Hey,
they just lose a burst on the heavy ride stopper.
Yeah.
Like, did the hacker get... No, it doesn't have a hacker. Did it lose a hacker?
No, it's got a hacker here.
Oh, it does. Sorry, I couldn't see. Did it get cheaper or more expensive?
No, it's same cost. Same cost.
Same cost. Okay.
The Vidok, for some, gets a cheaper profile. The gear slaps NCO on something, and then the rest is about the same. I think that was maybe 27 or 28. I don't remember. For the linked sniper. Now we start getting to the spicy stuff. All right. Deltas. Combat jump parachutist. Super jump jet propulsion. 19-point boarding shotgun Panzerfaust. 27-point Spitfire. Pretty nice. The great thing is if you take the Doctor with the Yudbot also gets super jump jet propulsion.
That's dope.
So you can do some spicy stuff with that.
I'm sorry if that was very loud. I just love the mental image of the Yudbot just...
Just means the Delta moves as fast as the Yudbot now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Epsilons drop a point. Yay, they're exactly the same. This next profile is my favorite. For context, I took Curvo to BCB, and he did amazing work. He killed other Nick's tag. I just dropped him behind a blue wolf. Bang, dead in one order. It was fucking amazing. And now he gets cheaper. So he's
Ooh, he's
33.
MA4.
He's 33 points. He's MA4 with monofilament CCW.
And a DACCW.
And a DACCW. He's
That
NWI.
hits harder than Achilles.
That hits harder than
It hits
Achilles.
harder than Achilles.
He also has stealth. He has super jump, jet propulsion. I just love that I get my 2 burst monofilament in your DZ back.
Does his model have a jetpack?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because if it didn't have a jetpack, it's like he has rocket boots.
Yeah, no, he has a jetpack.
Oh, that's a little worse.
Yep. But he's amazing.
Crusher's still
D
incredible.
charges are shit. Yeah. Crushers dropped some points. So these were 35. The multi-rifle and the light rocket launcher were 35. The combat jump, I think, was 32. That also gets super jump jet propulsion.
Are you taking them now?
Maybe. I don't really know. They don't get
decoy. The combat jump was 36. It's 9 points cheaper.
That's a lot. Yeah. Boarding shotguns are kind of shit. It does get a boarding pistol. Panzerfaust could be situationally useful with like super jump. You drop in somewhere and kind of like peek over a building or something like that. I'm not sure. Okay. Jack boots. Completely fucking reworked.
How close was your prediction?
Not close at all.
Okay.
My prediction was give them dogged. They didn't get dogged. They went up a BS to BS 13. I think they got +1 damage. I'm not sure. They're immunity enhanced.
No, they had +1 damage.
They had +1 damage. Immunity enhanced is worse, obviously, but they get combat instinct and warhorse. They gain.
Oh, I lied. They didn't have +1 damage.
Okay.
Right.
Their profiles. Some of their profiles had +1 damage. They were combat rifle.
That makes sense. They get a engineer for 28 points that comes with armed turret, Thunderbolt AP.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hell yeah. They get a +1 burst Thunderbolt, a +1 burst Ian Carbine, and a +1 burst Flash Pulse. That's also a Forward Observer.
I'm still stuck on the fucking deployable AP Thunderbolt. Oh, hello, Sailor.
They trade their NCO Spitfire for an NCO HMG. That's 29 points, which is probably like the tippy top of how much I'm willing to pay for like a 1 wound gun. The NCO is kind of useless in 012 potentially, but yeah, Thunderbolt AP is fucking amazing. I love it.
Yeah, hello.
The Nimrod, he gets a Thunderbolt. Yay.
Okay.
The AP Marksman gets a EM Carbine.
That's about cool.
Yeah, he moves a little bit faster. Apart from that, he's pretty the same. A lot of the Torchlight stuff is the same. Sonya, albedo -6. You might actually have a reason to take her now. Maybe in Torchlight, like linked in Torchlight to get albedo, but nope.
Still expensive.
All right, cool.
Wait, why are her NCO and non-NCO profiles the same cost?
Because
yeah,
that's gotta be a bug, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
like surely
one's an LT with a +1 SWIC. Maybe
no, these two.
Enough.
No, the NCO and non-NCO profiles are the same.
Sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, they're
like
exactly
the non-NCO one should be like 26 points.
It probably should.
Yep. Fair enough.
All right, the Omega dropped 5 points.
Was 1 point cheaper. Does she keep special operative? Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Yep, 5 points off a MIM6 Orc is okay.
That's fine.
You can duo them now, so you could take the HMG and the Forward Observer. Get a little bit of spice.
It doesn't punch into armor.
It doesn't. This is what punches into armor.
Yeah.
We've seen the Gamma, +1 burst Fuelback with Warhorse. Actually a decent lieutenant now that it can't really be isolated, so you have to kill it.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is that it's a good lieutenant.
Gets killed by a Vidocq in ARO.
It does. It really does. The Raptor.
Ooh, Raptors.
I think they went down a couple points. The Hacker was 42's 41. I think the Spitfire went down a chunk, though.
The Hacker is the one you look at, right?
Yeah. I think it might have gained an emitter, but lost a template. I think it had a light flamethrower, and the bot had a heavy flamethrower.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I think
something like that. I think the big boy had a template as well with the multi-rifle. Yeah,
no, it did have a flamethrower. Ivory's having a whinge.
Yep, but it has a boarding pistol, so
not a flamethrower. It's a fucking O12 unit.
Well, it's to kill people.
Oh, rovers. Did they change?
Rovers, not really.
A little bit cheaper.
A little bit cheaper. Jump 8
Pick up the
inches.
jump.
Yay. Meh. You're not
They're
taking
all,
them in vanilla.
were they all specialists before?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they were so much better than Zuyongs. Hellblazers are shit.
Oh.
Oh.
They've got limited cover.
They
Ew.
have limited cover.
Did they get cheaper for it at least?
Not really.
Doesn't punch harder than Achilles.
Yeah.
Everything.
Mm.
Like tankers are the same. They got limited cover as well. Like, I mean, it's fine. They're fine.
Yeah, I mean,
They're exactly the
at
same.
least CB were conscious enough to be like, well, they've got limited cover. Let's maybe not leave them with the Panzerfaust.
They didn't have.
They
didn't
got
have-
Flammenspiel.
they didn't have
They
Oh no,
always
they
have
only had the
Flammenspiels.
Flammenspiel.
Yeah.
You're right. I was not afraid of Panzerfaust.
It means you're not really AROing with them in Torchlight or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you weren't
I
really
guess.
doing...
Well, hold
In
on.
Torchlight, you're blue, right? So
Okay.
you're not...
yeah, they're glue. So you still have to take them.
Hold on. Feel free to stop me if I'm being a little bit crazy here.
You
So
are.
it's 18 points.
Yeah.
They're impetuous.
Yeah.
They have stealth.
Yeah.
Close assault. Like you get to walk into a DZ and you don't get hacked unless they have Sixth Sense until you actually hit something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a Liang Kai replacement exactly, but like
Yeah, I'm just taking for engines.
really?
Yeah.
It's 18 points with an explosive CCW.
Yeah, I'm saving 6 points.
Yeah, I don't know. I get this.
It's buy 2 get 1 free for engines. I know they have 2 wounds, but they're also
they've got 2 wounds.
yeah, bro. You're trying to convince me to play these hackable things when you're going to pick CA up again. You're trying to trick me. Yeah, not when I'm in my reactive turn, you bastard.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. My picture is specifically gonna target your fucking
You've done
Hellblazer.
it before.
No, I targeted your Prime and you walked your Hellblazer into it like a fucking sponge.
Well, I had to kill it, didn't I? I had to kill the fucking picture, eh? The same thing's gonna happen.
It's entirely on you.
Yeah, it
I
is.
know.
I'm just a shit player. The Zeta, I'm kind of a little bit sad. Climbing plus is
Oh, the Lieutenant is 70 points!
yeah, but it lost hack aware.
Oh.
Oh.
No, the Lieutenant, the men's got cheaper.
Yeah, I would take the Zeta Lieutenant, but it did lose hack aware, and climbing plus is kind of poo poo now. It's not poo poo, but you know what I mean. It's.
I don't think
losing
Tackaware is a typo, Kev. Like, because a lot of tags have lost Tackaware.
Well, actually, do you know what should be a typo? Is this stupid ECM guided -8.
No, it still has it. That's great.
Yeah, it's not the exact avatar. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, thanks, Ivory. For reference, because we were talking about tags losing Tackaway, the ones that lost it were the Cutter, Avatar, Zeta, and the Zally.
I'm guessing they were the most common tags taken.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. The Wrecker's completely the same.
Yay.
But obviously got better, as Jordan explained. BS13's on average higher. And it burns through everything.
Yeah.
Remember, it's got a 20% chance to kill a Yotum.
It does in one order. I think, yeah, same as the regular. We get the classic Thunderbolt with climbing plus, except ours is still only 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's dropped a point from
Eugene tax,
what it used to be.
baby.
Yep, Godbots are cool. Flash pulses are the same. For some reason, we're gonna get AVO 1 because fuck me. Yep, baggage bots are the same. Roadbots are fucking.
They got cheaper.
They did. They got like 1 point cheaper across the board. They did lose their movement. I think they were 8.6. The movement did change. I don't know exactly how the movement changed because I never took them. And they are pure linkable with Okos in Starmada.
They were
as
8.6.
duos.
They were 8.664.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're a little bit worse, but
oh wow, they really have slowed them down.
Yeah, but that duo is back, and it still has tack aware, and it makes me sad.
That said, I mean, what is nice about it is bike level speed and like mimetism and everything with full cover.
Yeah. Ivory will be happy about this. Moonrakers went down a point.
Yay.
That's because heavy shotguns are shit now.
Oh.
I mean, I'll take it. Like, it's a 15-point mine layer. These are good.
Yeah. It just means that, like, a lot of the time your ARO is going to be putting down another mine, not, like, maybe not face-to-facing someone, or...
I mean, you're still +6 in your Mim 3, like...
Yeah... I like
mean,
dropping templates. It's so easy.
And until we actually play like this edition for a while, that is going to be the constant complaint of every single fucking shotgun. Is it lost the template? Yes, we know.
I'm gonna put my foot down here. This is totally fine. They went down a point. Like,
it's N5. It's a new edition. It's a new game. They never had a template.
Yeah, exactly. Josh is completely correct.
Yeah.
No, this is totally fine. You're not going to ARO and drop a mine. You're just going to reveal and shoot at the best possible time if that's what you want to do.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean the Moonrakers are still just fucking good.
They're good.
They're so annoying.
Again, it doesn't matter if you can't drop a template on them anymore. You're just going to force them to face you and not move or dodge. Like, this is really good.
We'll see.
No, you're actually on crack, Tristan.
Maybe.
The other thing
looking
is
with
the new templates, you do get to really punish somebody who fucks up their fire team placement.
Oh, what about the robot, Josh?
Oh, just looking at the robot renders, and they've tried to make it look more dynamic by taking a picture from it underneath
to hide the shit skulls.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the Discord.
Jesus.
Wait, as in the little picture you can pull up?
No.
Yeah, this one. It's just on Human Sphere.
Oh, that's very funny.
To make it look slightly better.
He doesn't have the limp wrist.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was amusing.
Alrighty. Stormbots are exactly the same.
Yay.
Except marksmanship is worse now.
Is that nanoscreen you mean?
Slightly.
No, because marksmanship is
because albedo.
And white noise as well.
Razors are fucking amazing.
Yeah, Nick, white noise works on marksmanship too.
Okay. I haven't got that. Yeah.
So,
okay.
We finally get something decent. We get a hacker device with Trinity. 34 points as your hidden deployment hacker. 31 point mine layer monofilament mine.
Yeah.
Only half a swick.
That's
it's just a Moonraker, bro. You take a Moonraker that's not a mine layer, and you take this and you pretend it's the mine of the Moonraker.
I think that's the only mine layer monofilament mine in the game.
Oh, because Inaga's still around?
They are, but they're not mine layer, the mono mine ones.
I don't think they will ever mine layer those ones.
I mean, it's 31. Do you take it?
No. It's still 31 points and it has a monofilament mine. That's all it does.
It is a
super I also mean the hacker.
It is a super nasty surprise.
I would take the hacker.
I almost think the mine layer is one like you take every once in a while just to make your opponents remember you have it as an option.
Yeah. The other thing as well, right? They have D charges, so if you draw the classified, you deploy it on the 24-inch line, spend 2 orders getting the classified, right? Or spend 1 order getting the classified in some cases.
The hacker, yeah.
Yeah, the hacker.
Yeah. Gangbusters. The boarding shotgun gained a chain cult and got way cheaper, and the other two stayed exactly the same.
Great.
I think that's the first example we've seen of them actually being like, they lost the template, give them the exact same template back, almost.
Yeah.
Well, it's only burst 1, unfortunately.
And it's also -1 damage.
Nightshades. They dropped slightly in points as well. Super Jump is amazing. They get Bang Bomb.
They're good.
Yeah.
That's actually above.
Yeah, they're not bad. They have martial arts 3, which is an important one. Meh.
They have super jump. They're moving 12 inches.
They are moving 12. Yeah. They are moving 12, which is really good.
Does super jump break camo?
No.
Cool.
No, because it's a short movement skill.
Excellent.
Varangians, much worse, obviously, because you can't just berserk shit and trade.
No, I'm actually going to go back. I think the Hellblazer, they're Teutons. The Hellblazer thing is super legit as a comparison.
Nah.
It absolutely is. They have stealth.
Bro, it doesn't matter. These aren't hackable.
It doesn't, but they punch better.
Not really. If you berserk something, you're on a 26. The Hellblazers are 22 with martial arts 2.
Yeah, but they put an A3 on them.
Who gives a fuck?
No, the Hellblazer thing is actually legit.
Meh.
We'll
do you want to play O12 and prove me wrong?
No, honestly, no, actually, so I've built like O12 lists. It's actually kind of fun. I think they're cool.
Yeah, I'm not feeling O12. I'm gonna have to be honest.
We have a volunteer in the chat.
Yeah, Ivory agrees with me, and I'll fucking do it.
As you can see, Hippolyta went down 2 points. Ivory's immediately in.
No,
you son of a bitch! I mean,
because she lost Eclipse.
She did lose Eclipse. But in O12 specifically, Smoke is better.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing as well. I think that outside of Steel Phalanx, specifically Steel Phalanx, the changes to Hippolyta in the other sectoral, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
So she's limited cover, not no cover, which is huge. So like she's still Mim 6. Smoke is generally better because a lot of you want to be able to smoke shoot, and she's a good way to do it because she's Fizz 14.
Yep.
Super Jump is still really good. Martial Arts level 3 means she has the special dice. She's only on a base explosive CCW, which is worse because previously she had the +2 damage.
Yep.
No, I think Hippolyta with the points discount as well. I think she's better in like every other sectoral except Steel Phalanx specifically.
I agree. Yep. O12 has a lot of smoke shooting as well. So
no, like I'm actually super in for Hippolyta in like every sectoral except Steel Phalanx now.
Yeah, I mean even in Steel Phalanx, because she's still got Berserk, she's actually still like one of the better characters that are left.
Oh yeah, she's one of the berserkers who likes the change to it.
Yeah.
The link teams are kind of okay. You get jackboot duos, which is fine. You can, if you really want to do spicy shit, you can throw the Omega into a Harris, or you can take 2 of them.
You forgot the Firebat.
Fuck the... Look, Ryan, I'm sorry, the Firebat's shit. Throw it in the bin.
He just liked the art.
That's fine. Yeah, cool. Get her off the bike.
I love the idea of a 42-point thing, and the best weapon they've got is like a light
launcher.
Yeah. It's
so mid.
And half a swig.
It's 1 damage, Jacob.
Oh my god.
It's so amazing.
You know what?
So it's a short range heavy rocket launcher.
Yeah.
This has legitimately been the single most fucking chaotic episode of this podcast.
Right. This we've done 5 factions. It's taken us 3.5 hours.
Yeah, but but previously it would have taken them 6 hours and 2 episodes. So
2 of you guys did vanillas.
I got through vanilla combined very quickly because a bunch of it was irrelevant.
Excuse me, I'm still sub 20 minutes for O12. You shut your whore mouth.
All right.
I blasted through Oban.
Mate,
I'm not doing vanilla Pano.
You blasted through Oban?
It took me like 40 minutes.
I was about to say, hold on. I feel like Tristan and I were actually among the quickest.
Jordan, you went quick at all, my friend.
Oh, wasn't I? How long did I go?
I'll double check, but I want to say you're the longest. But that's not your fault. Combined Army is probably the largest one we looked at. And they had a lot of interesting changes.
If I didn't make it obvious, I think Combined Army is just the best faction in the game, and it's not super close.
It's not.
No, you're right.
Do all of it. Donovan. No fucking way. I have work at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's not happening.
Can I spend a quick hour doing vanilla Pano, guys?
sorry.
The patron has requested it.
Can you pull up Morat's and the fire team charts?
Yeah, please tell me about your fire team.
Yes, here we go.
Okay, so in our episode, I requested that Zabuks become counts as Morats. And in the N5 rulebook, the Morat fire team chart is the example they use. Zabuks do not count as Morats. They're specifically called out as an example of things that break fire team purity.
They count now. That's so cool.
They changed it between when they finished the rulebook and yesterday.
That's so cool.
Like, for such a little niche request, I don't think they listened to us, but I've got this really small inkling that maybe someone listened.
Well, they didn't give me the QAZ creature deployer, so fuck you, CV.
That's true. CV, that's just wasted potential right there. I want my dispenser QAZ creature.
It's okay, that was my dispenser QAZ creature.
Every other faction got like turrets and shit. It thematically makes sense for combined army to get a dude who just throws out QAZ.
I'm a VA player and I didn't get turrets. I only got +1 lieutenant fucking Karonti takes me.
We did get
fucking Sepsidor plus fucking plasma rifle and fucking me.
We did get turrets, you fucking meth addict.
Oh, I got turrets as well. I'm happy now.
You know who didn't get turrets? Toha.
Fuck Toha.
Do you know Endgame's disposable too now? Fuck
They got
Toha.
base Libertos though, so
Yeah, but do they have baggage?
Yes, they have a fuckload of baggage.
They've got the chassis.
Yeah,
they
got
baggage.
baggage.
An endgame twice per turn now.
They have.
Oh, can we go to Pano very quickly? There is one thing I want to talk about.
What?
No, there is one thing I want
Just
to talk about.
tell me which profile.
The fucking Tikbalang lieutenant. You can duo this with a Kahu, and it's sick. That is illegal.
Except it's not, because climbing paths are shit now, so...
No, but it's... What do you mean? It's still 3 orders before you touch your lieutenant pool.
Guys, the cut is the same.
No, it's not. Lost Hackaway.
It shoots as hard, is my point.
It also went up in points. It's not the same.
It shoots as hard.
It still shoots as hard, yeah.
It shoots as hard. We're fucked.
We're losing focus. We've lost focus.
Did we have focus?
We never had focus. We never had focus to fucking begin with.
I think that's it. I think they're done.
You think that's it? Hey guys,
was it always 97?
If you enjoyed this,
I thought it was less than.
Come back in about 18 hours. We'll be here again.
I won't be here, but they will be.
Some preparation work.
I will not be here.
That's all right. Tomorrow, guys, we'll be talking about rules. More specifically, the implications of all the changes of the rules that we've noted down. Obviously, we slightly cover them as we cross here, but we'll get more in depth, which will be good. Less army stuff, more rule stuff, more overarching changes.
And we have an actual goddamn list this time, so we can actually know exactly.
It won't be me on
about.
army fucking around.
Yeah. Again, I think the biggest thing for this edition is that this edition is going to be like mimetism. Like is the super important Viz mod, whereas last edition I think was pretty much all about MSV.
Mm-hmm.
I think mimetism is going to be like the most important Viz mod this edition.
All right, guys.
I think it's not just going to be mimetism, but making sure you balance mimetism and albedo in your lists. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed us showing you 5 out of the 38 armies tonight.
Oh god.
I guess I've been Tristan.
I've been Nick.
I've been Jacob.
I've been Josh.
And I've been Jordan.
Hey.
Good night, guys.